The University of Miami, one of the most storied programs in the history of college football, with some of the greatest legends of all time strapping it up for the U. And during the 1980s and 90s, they were at the top of the football world, winning 4 national titles over the 2 decades. Then in 2001, they had arguably the best team in the U's history and possibly the most talented the college football world has ever seen. And their 2001 squad went 12-0 on their way to winning a national championship. But after the 2001 season, the Canes have completely fallen off. And since the 03 season, they have had 1 year with 10 plus wins and have been nowhere near a national championship. So my mission is I'm going to start with the 2001 Miami Hurricanes roster, and I have to catapult the Canes back to national prominence and create the greatest dynasty of all time. Right now, the gold standard is Nick Saban's run at Alabama, where he has won 6 national championships in 16 years. So I have 16 seasons to try to get at least 6, but I'm going to try to get 7 rings over this stretch. But here's the twist. I'll be creating the top 24 recruits from real life recruiting classes, starting with the 2002 recruiting season. And my aim to sign these superstar players and create a new dynasty at the U. So join me as we journey through each season. Watch me try to sign the nation's top high school recruits, dive into the significant matchups such as the ACC championship game and any national championship games we make. In all, I've created over 320 real life recruits across 14 real recruiting classes, and we'll be simulating each season from 2001 to the conclusion of the 2016 season. If you have any suggestions for other historic teams I should take on in a future challenge like this, drop a comment down below. I'm considering squads like the Bush-led Trojans or the Tebow Gators. All right, so here we go, guys. The 2001 Miami Hurricanes. Now, this is one of the best college football teams of all time. And over the 80s and 90s, Miami was debatably the best program in the country. And since then, they have just had a total fall from grace. So I want to take this 01 Miami team and just redo history and keep that dominance going and turn them into the greatest college football dynasty ever. So I kind of stole the idea of my Nick Saban challenge at Alabama, and we're going to be basically doing the same thing. So I got to try to win 7 national championships in 16 years. We got to get 10 #1 recruiting classes in that time as well. So we're going to quickly just look at the roster, and then we're going to get into the 2002 recruiting class. So I didn't make every single player on the team, but all the stars and a lot of the depth players and main players. So we have Ken Dorsey, quarterback, a junior, 92 overall is good. Our running back room is nasty. We have Clinton Portis as a junior, then a freshman, Frank Gore, and Willis McGahee. So absolutely loaded at running back. Receiver, we have a sophomore, Andre Johnson, who's one of the best players in the whole country. Daryl Jones is okay. We have a young Roscoe Parrish, and then the rest are just kind of filler guys. Tight end, we have Jeremy Shockey, who's one of the best tight ends in the country. And then we have Kellen Winslow, only a freshman. You're going to see this is the freshman class that Miami had coming into the 2001 season is debatably the best freshman class ever. It is insane. So you're just going to see all these good freshmen sprinkled throughout. We have Bryant McKinney at tackle, who's like a borderline NFL Hall of Fame level tackle. So he's going to be really holding down our offensive line. The rest of the O linemen are just stock Miami players. So I just kind of left these guys because they didn't really have any standouts otherwise on the offensive line. McDougal and Andrew Williams were their 2 ends. On the inside, they have William Joseph, who is a really good defensive tackle, 92 overall, only a junior. Then they have a freshman in Vince Wilfork, another borderline Hall of Famer who's going to be playing D tackle for us and only going to get better as we go. Middle linebacker, they have Rocky McIntosh, who's a freshman coming in. They also have Jonathan Vilma, only a sophomore, one of the best linebackers in the country, was really good with the Saints forever. Then they have DJ Williams. I think DJ was actually supposed to be a junior, and I might have been a sophomore accident, but I don't know. He was one of the better, high school recruits coming out. Really good linebacker for Miami. Then the secondary was where it gets kind of crazy. So they have Philip Buchanan, who's a really good junior. They have this Mike Rumpf, who is a starter. Then they have Antrell Roll and Kelly Jennings, just young guys, freshmen coming. Crap, Kelly Jennings, I accidentally made a senior. He's supposed to be freshman. So we lost one of our really good freshman corners, which kind of sucks. But we do have Antrell Roll. Then when we get to safeties, we have Ed Reed, who's a senior safety, maybe the best player in the country right now. And then if you go to the other side, we have this James Lewis, who's going to be a starter. And then we have a freshman named Sean Taylor, who's going to be in behind him. So that is what our roster is going to look like. Like I said, it's going to be a mix of some, like I didn't create the whole roster. It just takes a long time to make all those depth guys when, you know, we're going to be playing for so long. Those guys are just going to filter out pretty quick anyway. Now, this 01 team did win the national championship, so we have to do that. That's, you know, we don't have to, but it would be a really good place to start. And I didn't reset college football to 2001. We just took Miami, put them in today's college football. So all the other rosters are kind of the same. Now, if you haven't watched my series before, any of my challenges, stuff like that, what I also do is I do custom recruiting classes for each recruiting class. So this is going to be the 2002 recruiting class we are looking at, and we are going to use real life recruiting classes all the way up until the last season. So you're going to see we're going to have Reggie Bush, Vince Young, this is all the way down to like Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson and everybody in between. We are going to be recruiting these players to try to play for us and recreate this, you know, dynastic run. In NCAA, this is NCAA 14 on PC that I use this on. You can only make 23 recruits for each custom recruiting class. Everybody else is just going to be, you know, just pre-made by the computer, but 23 of the best players from each recruiting class. And it gets so cool, guys. If you watch my Bama one, I'll actually link the Bama one down below if anybody wants to check it out after anything. The Bama one, like, it was just so cool. Like my run of quarterbacks was like Andrew Luck to Johnny Manziel to Patrick Mahomes to Trevor Lawrence, I think was my 4 QBs I had in a row. Like, it was so sick. So we're going to try to do something similar. Now, we are going to skip to recruiting. I've already made the custom recruiting classes. So now we are going to be starting it as Miami, but this Miami, we're actually at a bit of a disadvantage. So if we look at my school, we'll see. Okay, so we do have, okay, so we're not bad there. Our stadium atmosphere, facilities, coach prestige, coach stability are actually going to hold us back a little bit. Whereas if in the actual 2001 season, like Miami was the biggest school in the country, like everybody wanted to go to Miami. So we're not going to be quite at that spot right now, but the further we get along, we should have access to better and better recruits. Now, we are going to go through and we're going to go through the recruits I made and see where we're at. So at quarterback, we have 2 custom ones. It's Vince Young and Marcus Vick, Michael Vick's little brother. I was really hoping Vince would want to come here. He would set you up. He would set up the whole program. We are going to go after him just because there's a 3-star who wants to come here. Our QB right now is a junior. So we do kind of need, we need a quarterback. I'm going to even go after this guy just in case. With Bama, I kind of got lucky. Year 1, I got Andrew Luck. So that was a huge hope. Oh yeah. So I was pretty spoiled in that Bama video I did because everybody wanted to come there, especially once I got it going. But so we have I think there's actually 3. Yes. There's D'Angelo Williams, Leon Washington, and Lorenzo Booker, but none of them want to come here. But luckily running back is actually a position we actually don't really need. We have 2 freshman running backs. So I'm not too worried about that for now. Okay, we have Devin Hester and Larry Fitzgerald and Ben Obumanu. Those are the 3 receivers. Devin Hester did go to Miami. We are going to go after him hard. I would have loved Larry Fitzgerald, but it obviously doesn't look like he's interested, neither with Ben Obumanu. So we are going to go hard after Hester. He's going to be one of my number 1s. We're going to go after these other 4 stars here, maybe this 4-star as well. Definitely want to get some receiver talent. Luckily, we do have Andre Johnson, who's only a sophomore, so he's going to be our number 1. Tight ends, we have 2. We have Dominique Byrd and Mercedes Lewis. Both Bird played at USC, Mercedes Lewis played at UCLA. Neither of them are interested, but once again, we do have pretty good talent at tight end right now, so I'm not too worried about it. Now, O-line is where I do want to get some guys. So Eric Winston actually did go to Miami in real life. We don't get him. Do we have any other offensive line? I don't think we have any other offensive tackles, but like none of the big ones are super interested in us. So yeah, we got to start winning here so we can get access to some of these better recruits, because, you know, they're going to be the lifeblood of this whole challenge. Okay. David Joseph, he is a custom player, and Justin Blaylock is the other one. And yeah, if we could get Davin Joseph, he would be an absolutely massive get. Obviously, we're going to go pretty hard on the O-line. You need O-line to compete. We want to win in the trenches, so we're going there. We have no created centers, so we're going to go after this Mario Brown. Looks like a pretty good player, in this Hall guy. Oh, we're already at 20, so I might have to lose some of these guys as we go. Okay, then defensive ends. We got Sean Merriman. We have Cameron Wimberly, who went to... So Merriman went to Maryland, I think. Wimberly went to Florida State. And Tom Lee went to Penn State. So those are the three custom guys. None of them are interested, which is kind of unfortunate. I would have loved to get one of those big time defenders this year, but not in the cards. If we go to D tackles, there's Haloti Nada, one of the #1 players in the country. Not interested in us. That would have been sick. I believe there's one other one too. Oh yeah, it's Kyle Williams, who went to LSU in real life. He's not interested in either. We got Whitworth, who's actually a good player. Those two guys will go after with those three. Okay, we're filling up our rankings, so I got to be a little careful here. Outside linebackers, we got Ahmad Brooks. I think he's the only custom one. I'm not even going to go after any of these guys. We do have pretty good linebackers for right now, so unless there's somebody really good just jumping out at me, I'm not even going to go after them here. Yeah, no, we're going to keep our... Because we only have 9 spots left, so now we got secondary. For corners, I don't think I have any custom guys. Usually I have my list all sorted, but my list wouldn't sort for some reason here, so I'm kind of going off the top of my head. But we'll go after this Yancey, looks pretty good. Maybe this guy here. Go after those two. Free safety. We have no custom guys. So it's going to be Holland we'll go after. And Scott here. That gives us 5 spots. Strong safety. There is one. It's Brandon Merriweather, who actually went to Miami in real life, but he is not interested. We're going to go after this long guy. Yeah, maybe Rodriguez, and that'll give us 3 for athletes. That's too bad about Merriweather. Okay, we'll just sort. Ooh. Okay, so that's kind of who we're going after, athletes. So the biggest players aren't really super interested in us right now. You know, we got to build this program up. It is, you know, a little weird because actually at this time in 01, they were the biggest program, but we're using, you know, Miami where they are in 2022, 2023. So this actually makes the challenge harder, but we do have a really good starting roster and we do have a ton of good young players. So we should... we want to have a good recruiting class here, but even if we don't knock it out of the park, we're still going to be in a pretty good spot. Okay, we're going to go through red shirts. I'm going to do this Ja'Cory Brown. If Dorsey gets... no, we won't. If Dorsey gets injured, we're going to be in real trouble. I'm going to do Willis McGahee here. Just buy us a year. Just, you know, might as well. Wide receivers. I think I'm just going to let it rock. We'll do this young guy. Tight end. We'll do Skinner. Tackle. No, we'll let it rock. We'll do this Cooper. Yeah, we'll let that rock. Okay, I'm going to do this Kelly. Yeah, that's fine. D tackles. I'm going to do this sophomore. We'll just let these guys all go, I think. Yeah. Corners. Oh, I can't believe I made Kelly Jennings a senior. Like, he should be a freshman. We should have him and roll as freshmen just ready to come through. So that kind of sucks. Yeah, nothing here. And then we're not kind of redshirt Sean Taylor this year. So that is what we are looking like. We kind of need a punter coming up here, but we'll let it go for now. So that was our redshirting. We're going to go through our depth chart really quick. Once again, we should be one of the better teams in the country. Like, we have a good shot at winning the championship for sure. This is one of the best teams of all time. I tried to not make them too good where it was overpowering. I tried to make it somewhat realistic. The good thing with where we're at right now, though, we are in Miami. We're playing in the ACC, and like, we just do not play a hard schedule, which is going to be a huge advantage. I was in the SEC, obviously with Bama, and we played, not every year, but a lot of years we played a really hard schedule. Then about maybe with 5 seasons left, I actually made some changes to the conferences and put some harder teams in our conference just to make it even tougher. So maybe in the future, maybe around year 6 or 7, we will do that if we need to as well. So that is it, guys, for the preseason. We are going to sim to the regular season. So we have FAU week 1. I'm going to go through, just make my recruiting board, and then I'll show you guys once it's all made. Okay, so this is what our board is looking like right now. I'm going to go after Vince Young. I don't think we're going to get him. Like right now, I'm at a disadvantage too because I can only offer 500 points right now. Once I get higher up, I can offer 700 points a week. So Hester, Young, and Joseph are our top 3 we're going to go after. If we don't, start getting some ground after 1 week, we're just going to pull on him. Then it's a lot of just kind of, good guys. Not like we're not going to have the #1 class or anything like that this year, but we're just, put our feelers out. I'm going to see where we kind of sit with a lot of these guys, just give them some decent amount of points, and then we can just make a judgment after week 1. So we are going to go FAU week 1. We are just going to simulate through. And obviously, guys, we will be hopping in on some big games. Like when we have big ranked opponents or ACC championship game, anything like that, we will hop in and watch it. And I don't play. I'm just going to super sim it. We're the GM, we're the coach, we're the athletic director. We're not actually, hopping on and playing. We have to build the team and let them do work. So we actually did get 300 points up on Vince Young. So we're going to keep going after him actually. And yeah, we are kind of offering to a lot of guys but yeah, so we're going to kind of just go through here, and anybody who's really we're falling way out by, multiple hundreds, we're going to just kind of pull on them. We're actually doing pretty good. I actually really want this Yancey, so I'm going to up it on him. Whitworth, we're kind of falling out, but I'm going to go harder. King, we're going to go harder. Yeah, we're actually doing pretty good with all these guys. Todd Holland, we're not doing great. So yeah, we're actually doing pretty well. Hester, we're not he's staying in Florida. Joseph staying in Florida or Bama. And then Vince Young, if we were able to somehow land Young, it would be, I don't even know. It would set us up so well, but we'll have to see. Okay, so we got a big game against Florida. We are not ranked number 16 right now. We should beat Florida, but you never know. 24-17. So we don't have to go undefeated, but if you want to make the national championship, you basically have to go undefeated or get super lucky. This is before the playoff. There's no playoff in this, so if you lose, you're in real trouble. Okay, so we have an FCS school here. We're ranked 11 right now. This should obviously be a big win, 42-3. Try to pad those stats, get some style points here. That's going to put us at 3-0 early. So looking at recruiting, we're starting to kind of fall out with Young. I think it's going to be time to pull it with Vince. Unfortunately, not going to be able to wrap him up. That would have been really fun. Hester also, we're falling behind. I'm not going to give up with him. Same with Joseph. We're still going to try. This Stuckey, I think we're going to call it on him. So yeah, this year, we're actually doing good with some of the more mid-level guys. Doesn't look like we're going to get the stars this year. Yeah, a lot of the really good guys that we're kind of trying to go after, but where we start to get into these guys, we're actually doing really well with more of the kind of the mid-level guys, which is okay because that freshman class that we have right now is so good. It would be kind of like last year's recruiting class was so good. It's going to give us some wiggle room, and we are doing good, like I said, with some of the more mid-level type players. So yeah, we're still going to be in a good spot. We're not going to get the superstars this year, but hopefully by next year, we do good enough this year to get us kind of higher standing with those top recruits. Now, if we look at the top 25, we are number 11 right now. Bunch of undefeated teams, obviously, but yeah, we're going to be right in it. If we look at our schedule, we have 2 ranked opponents only on the schedule right now, so we do have a somewhat easy schedule, which should help us. We just can't lose any games we should win. This USF, really until Wake, none of these games should be that close, but you never know. Okay, USF, that's good. That's a nice win. Okay, we got another pretty easy game against Georgia Tech. Yeah, get the W. Okay, it looks like we actually did just sign some recruits finally. So we got a 4-star safety, which is nice. 3, and then a 4-star wide receiver and a few 3 stars. But 4 signees, that's big. I like that. We're gonna add them now. we're really struggling with Hester and Davin Joseph. I would have liked to have been able to at least get Hester, but it's not looking great. We're going to still keep pushing just because you never know. Maybe we can even just push it till the off season, offer like a bunch and just kind of steal them. So that's kind of what I'm hoping. Okay, so we're number 5 in the country, but we got UNC, and this UNC team has freaking Drake May. So we're not going to watch this game, but they're an 86 overall. We should win, but this is not going to be easy. Not going to be easy. Oh, we do get the win though, 35-14. So we're still undefeated. Probably going to sim 2 more games, and then we're going to go check out the stats, just see how everyone's playing. Usually I check out the stats about the halfway point of the season and at the end of the season. Okay, looks like we got another commit, so we'll go check that out. So yeah, we're actually doing like I said, we're not getting those superstars this year. We actually just got locked out by Davin. I'm going to use our lock open the door thing here though, and that'll get us, and we actually have like a visit with him, I think maybe even this week. So that might be able to put some work in on him. Hester, we're falling out. We do have a visit with Hester, not till week 13. I'm just hoping nobody gets Hester. We get him to the off season. I can just offer him like all our points. That's kind of my goal. Yeah, we are in some battles here on some of these dudes. Who was our other recruit we got? Oh, we got another 4-star DN. So we got a couple of nice ends. Our recruiting class is going to be all right. Okay, we got Wake Forest, who's number 10 in the country. I want to see their overall. Like, we should still have a nice win here. We freaking need it. We gotta. Yeah, it's 44-21. So we're starting. I feel like we're starting to get rolling a little bit here. That puts us at 7-0. That's a win against like a top 10, 11 team. That could get us in the top 2. I want to go look at the top 25 here, and we'll just kind of see where we sit. And just winning this national championship this year would be massive. Oh my God, I think we just got Davin Joseph. 5-star guard. We did. Wow, he literally locked us out. I used the lockpick the week before he visits, and we get him to commit. That is huge. He's only a 4-star, but he's a 5-star player. That is massive. Wow. Hester, we're not getting any closer, really. I'll go Kevin Long. We'll do more. We're in some battles with some of these dudes. Yeah, like I said, I'm just hoping with Hester, he just commits to nobody. And then late in the year or in the off season, I can just give him basically all our points and say, please come to us, Kevin. Come back to the U. Okay, yeah, so we did move up to number 2 in the country after that win as well. Us and Michigan State, Pitt, USC are the undefeated. So, and we have the best overall. Overall wise, we're like right up there, best in the country. Yeah, it's all in front of us. Okay, so we're going to sim through FSU. I mean, this is a huge rivalry game. Florida State looks to be down this year, so we should get the win, but you never know. On the road, can't overlook that game. Win by 2 scores, but hey, you never know. Florida State, Miami, you never know what's going to happen. So we do get that W. We're keeping this train rolling. Like I said, if we can get the natty, the year 1, that is just going to set up the recruiting. Oh, Devin just committed to Florida State. They weak. We kick their ass. Damn, bro. We lost Devin. Devin was the guy I really want. Vince just locked us out. I don't think we can even. We're like way too far out. Yeah, I can't even unlock him. We'll kick him. It looks like he's going to go to Stanford, Utah, Notre Dame. Okay, so we're just gonna, like I said, this is still gonna be a nice recruiting class. It's not gonna be as good as if we would have got Hester. I would have just kind of been over the moon. I actually want this QB just to get some. We need a QB. That's the one thing. I don't even remember who the QBs are next year, but we do need a QB. So that's gonna be pretty high on our list next year to make sure we can lock up if there's anybody out there, because we're gonna have Ken Dorsey most likely still next year, but after that yeah, it's totally up in the air. We don't really have anybody on the roster, so locking in a QB, figuring out how to get one is going to be pretty major. Okay, so we have Tech. I think we have a ton of guys visiting this week as well. Actually, yeah, so I want to look. So Heisman watcher here, so about midway point, like I said, I like to look. So Charbonnet, Duggan, Blake Corum, big guys there for the Heisman. Season stats here. We are going to be kind of more of a running team this year. Dorsey's a good quarterback, but we're not playing spread. We're playing more of a pro style offensive attack. It actually looks like Dorsey might have missed a game, which we don't love, but there it is. He's averaging 264 a game, 20 touchdowns with only 2 picks. That's very good. Rushing, it is Clinton Portis and then Frank Gore. Somehow Kellen Winslow has 20 carries, which I don't even know how that's possible. But there we go. There's our two-headed monster. Both over 5.5 yards per carry. 105 a game for Portis. He's kind of the linchpin of this offense. Then we have Andre Johnson, 708, 88 yards per game. In a run-heavy offense, he is that freaking good. Portis is catching a ton of passes too. So it's kind of Portis and Andre on offense. Just feed it to those two and let them do work. We're going to look at defense. DJ Williams there leading the team in tackles. Vilma. TFLs, DJ Williams. Sacks, DJ Williams. So Williams is kind of all over the field. Philip Buchanan has the INTs. Ed Reed doesn't even have a pick this year, but that's all right. Ed has nine pass deflections. Sean Taylor has 6. Also, just kind of want to look at team stats. Kind of where do we sit in the country? Yeah, we'll kind of even go ACC for right now. So we're the number 1 offense in the ACC, number 2 pass offense, and number 4 rush offense, and the highest scoring. So that's pretty good. Defensively, we're number 1 in total yards, which we like to see. Number 2 in pass defense, number 2 in rush defense, and number 2 in scoring defense. So we're right there. We're one of the best teams in the country. It is all in front of us right here, right now. And like I said, we have a ton of guys coming in for visits this week. So I would expect a good 4 to 5. Oh my God, a 7-point win. But we should still get a good 4 to 5 commits right now, if I had to guess. Yeah, okay, so there's 5 right off the top. So yeah, we got 5 more. Okay, we got Duke. Should be a win. Pitt, last game of the year is going to be probably our biggest test. Get the big win. Blow out the Dukies. Okay, we got UVA. Should be a pretty... Oh my God, a 3-point win against Virginia. Oh, that is heart-stopping. We cannot be this close. So we have Pitt ranked in the top 15 unless they lost at Pitt. I'm going to make sure we don't have any injuries. That's weird. We only beat UVA by 3 points. Yeah, so Pitt did just lose. I want to see, do we have any bad injuries? Antrell Roll, probable. So we're fully healthy with Pitt. At Pitt, number 2 team in the country. Let's look at the top 25 really quick. So it's us, Michigan State, UCLA, USC. USC and UCLA play this week, but we got to win this game. We cannot lose at this point in the year. There is a bunch of one-loss teams, so they've already lost 2, so we would drop way back behind everyone if we lose. We have no shot, so we have to win this one. Oh, that is tough. A 6-point L to Pitt. And that is going to that's basically going to put a wrap on it, guys. We're not going to be able to win the national championship in our first year. Wow. That sucks. I'm just going to advance the week here. We have a bunch of guys in for visits. Oh, we lost to Pitt. Last game of the year before the conference championship game. That's unfortunate. Like, obviously, we still want to win the ACC. We can still make like an Orange Bowl. Yeah, we play versus Wake, so we're actually going to hop in. But see, we dropped all the way down to number 7. So now, even though there could be multiple, so yeah, if USC and Michigan State both win their games, it's not going to matter. But even if they don't, we just lost. So we're going to drop way behind everyone else. We're going to basically drop to the bottom of the one-loss team. So yeah, that iced us, losing to Pitt. So we still obviously want to win a BCS bowl game. We want to finish with 12 wins. We're going to hop in and watch some of this Wake Forest game. It's unfortunate. I would have liked to win, especially with the 2001 team. We're super talented, but I honestly think we might be better next year. We're averaging 33 points a game, 10th there. We're right there. Our defense is much better than theirs, though. Like, really, we don't even lose. We lose Ed Reed and Bryant McKinney. Most of the rest of the team is back, so we're going to have a really good shot next year. And we have all those freshmen getting better. So obviously we wanted to win this year, but we don't get it done. Okay, so we're going to sim kind of through this first drive. If we get into like 3rd downs, we're 3rd and 8. We'll see what Ken Dorsey can do right here. We got Andre Johnson, number 5 at the bottom of the screen. It's going to be Clinton Portis beside him. We got Jeremy Shockey at tight end. They're going to do a draw with Portis. I freaking hate that call. Just mail it in. Who's our OC? What are you doing? And how are we going to do defensively? We're going to get a punt. Okay, we're going to just sim through the first quarter here. Okay, we hop up to a 10-0 lead. Okay, yeah, so 31-10. We're kind of blowing them out. 38-17. Hartman's putting in work a little bit on our O, though. Okay, Dorsey, Andre, 27 yards, 10 yards, 5-yard rush by Portis, 6-yard rush by Portis. Okay, we got 3rd and 2 here. Let's see what Dorsey can do. Obviously, we're still up 14, third quarter, so we're fine, but you want to cap this off. Dorsey under center. That's Andre to the bottom of the screen. Looks like we're going to run the ball, a little power run, and Portis gets downhill. That's a nice conversion. Oh, we're doing a little hurry up here. You score here, get a touchdown, it's basically over. Even a field goal, we're obviously still in a good spot. But okay, Dorsey straight drop, fires it into the flats. I think that's Kellen Winslow Jr. Gains about 3. Still going hurry up. Dorsey's only got 4 incompletions and 4 touchdown passes, so Dorsey's been good. Okay, motion the guy across. Little draw to Portis, who fires forward for about 9 on the play. Great play there. Okay, keeping this hurry up offense going. Dorsey under center, I form. Quick little, flip 9. Try to get Portis on the edge, and he actually gets stuffed. So there it is, going to kick the field goal. Still go up 17 in the third quarter. 41-24. We're just going to go to the end of the game unless something gets weird here. Our defense kind of struggled to stop them. Luckily, our offense was incredible. We end up only winning by 6, but our offense was next to unstoppable. There's the play of the game, I guess. Wow. So Ncaa gave us all we could handle defensively, but offensively, we were excellent. Excellent. Gosh, man, that L to Pitt. That's going to eat at us, you know. Check out our stats. Dorsey was incredible. 6 incompletions, 5 touchdowns, 312 yards. Portis 115 on the ground. Andre 11 catches, 4 touchdown receptions for Andre. So I don't even know how many he's going to be at on the year. If he got 4 today, he's got to be probably around 15. I don't even know. So that'll be interesting to see. Obviously, I think we should have an automatic bid to the Orange Bowl now. So we'll see who we play. You know, if we finish 13-1 with, a big time bowl win, it's no national championship, but it is still a really good year, number 1. Portis actually gets 5th in Heisman voting. Charbonnet narrowly beats Duggan. We're going to play UCLA 11-1 in the Orange Bowl. Who's in the Natty? USC, Michigan State. So both undefeated. That loss. We probably would have played Michigan State because we were always ahead of USC in their rankings. It would have been tough, though. We might have even missed just because USC did beat UCLA. But we'll never know. Okay, so we got to beat UCLA now. They are 11-1. We are the much better team on paper, but hey, the game's played on the field, so we will see. Pretty similar offensively, and they're actually a little bit better defensively by the numbers. I think our overall talent, and they have injuries and we have none. So I'd be shocked if we lose this, and it's basically at home at Hard Rock Stadium. Let's get this done, boys. 13-1. Yeah, we will definitely take that. That should help with recruiting and stuff next year as well. Okay, we're going to go through the first quarter here. Okay, 14-0 lead so far. 21-0. Okay, these teams can just not handle our offense here. Oh, but all of a sudden it's 28-17. So our defense hasn't been incredible, to end this the last 2 games here, but our offense has been really, really good. Dorsey drops back, fires a little hitch route. That's Andre Johnson. I cannot wait to see how many touchdowns this guy has. New school record in receptions, 83 on the year. What are his touchdowns at, though? They got to be high. So 34. Go to the next quarter here. Oh yeah, they got Charbonnet, who just won the Heisman. Okay, so we got a 3rd and 1, 2nd and goal. Oh, we do score. Clinton Portis rushing touchdown. We're gonna go next change of possession here. Okay, so we're gonna get the ball back. Kelly Jennings, 19-yard punt return. Oh, someone just got a huge touchdown. Oh, it's not gonna let me. Okay, but that is gonna do it. We're just gonna go to the end of the game here. 49-31. win in the Orange Bowl. That is going to wrap up our season. I will watch more games kind of the further we get along. This is season 1 and there's a lot of setup. So I just kind of wanted to get into this, get through season 1. But there we go. Dorsey was on fire. 448, 4 touchdowns, 1 pick. Portis 104. Andre, 168 yards and a touchdown. Daryl Jones also, and then Portis had 94 on the ground. So our passing offense really came into form to end the year there, which I obviously like to see. Oh, something else I haven't really been touching on, guys, is the coach skill tree. So you actually unlock things as you go with recruiting. So I give myself 10 points to start. You can max out at 20 and then you can basically unlock the whole skill tree. So I gave myself 10. So year 1, we're like, I've spent 6 points so far. But basically the big thing we want to unlock is we want to unlock this Saban factor. Once you do and you get it all the way to the top, you have like a 20% chance of getting an auto commit once you offer a scholarship. So that is a big one. I've been doing letter of intent and kitchen sink, and then we got to do pipeline and the royal treatment, and then we'll get the Saban factor. So once we get Saban factor, that helps with the recruiting a absolute ton. Okay. So who won the Natty? SC won the national championship. So there we go. We actually get 3rd in the AP right there. So we're the 2nd best win-loss team behind Bama. So that should help us, like I said, with recruiting going into next year. Let's see if we have any All-Americans. We have Bryant McKinney on the O-line, and we have 2 defenders, Buchanan and DJ Williams. Second team, we got Headley, who's our punter, and William Joseph on the interior. Let's see if we had freshmen. We got Dennis, our center, and Vince Wilfork. So we got some All-Americans sprinkled throughout. We're going to look at our season stats. Dorsey had a really nice year. 4 picks, 258 yards. Like, we have got to get a QB. Yeah, because Dorsey, we're going to have him for 1 more year, then we lose him. Portis, we're going to have 1 more year, we lose him, but we have such good running backs in behind him. 97 a game. Gore was really good as well. Andre had 12 touchdowns, so he had 4 in 1 game. So I thought he would have had more, but there we go. 1,100 yards. Great year, obviously. Shockey, nice year. Portis, we were throwing the ball to an absolute ton. So Portis was definitely a workhorse for us this year. DJ was kind of looks like he was really our stud all across. 2nd on tackles for loss, led the team in sacks, had 2 picks. Buchanan had 5. Ed Reed ended up with none, but Reed had 15 pass deflections, so he was around the ball. Sean Taylor will start. Sean Taylor is going to step into a starting role for us next year. So yeah, we'll look at the team stats. We'll just kind of look total offense. It actually looks like we're the #1 total offense in the country, 3rd in pass, and we are 2nd in scoring. So very good offensively. I don't think our defense was as good. Yeah, we'll just go by ACC for defense. Yeah, so we started out really strong defensively, and we kind of fell apart at the end. Like, rush, people were running all over us, points. So yeah, we were #2 kind of across the board, and kind of fell off at the end of the year. So that defensive fall off might have been kind of what cost us, a chance to win the national championship. So there we go. That wraps up season 1. Like I said, we were 13-1, won the Orange Bowl. That's a huge jump. 7-6, 6-6, 7-5, 13-1. There we go. Big time jump. Okay, players leaving. This is going to be huge. Philip Buchanan, we need you back, buddy. Okay, we got him back. Harrison Hugh, I would like you back. Cool. McDougal, definitely would like you back. Okay, sweet. And then yeah, everyone else, we knew we were losing. McKinney and Ed Reed were the 2 really big ones. Those are probably our 2 best players this year, but that just shows how deep we were throughout. Go to transfer requests. Hopefully none of our guys were trying to transfer. We had 2 first-round picks, McKinney and Reed. Oh, we got Emmanuel Henderson wants to come from Alabama. We will take you. Recruiting. So we don't have any really huge guys where we're like, oh, we need to sign this guy for recruiting right now. A lot of them are just kind of more mid-level guys. So we got a 4-star, 4-star, 3-star, 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 3-star. Oh, a 2-star. Yeah, I don't care about that punter, actually. I think this Nate Rankin looks pretty good. I think I might just go after this Dennis King and Rankin. They look by far the best. I kind of want that punter because we did lose our punter as well. How close are we on this guy? Only a 470 lead. I don't really want to give much to a punter, but give like 1,000. Steve Wright looks pretty good, honestly. I think just getting a lineman is always massive. Maybe give like 1,600. Yeah, so that's what I think we're going to do. We're going to go punter, the 2 offensive linemen, and the wide receiver. I'd like to get at least 3 of those guys, but you never know. It's just hard. I don't really know the best strategy for doing this here, so we will see. We had 8 open spots, so I'd like to sign 4. That would get us to 21 scholarships. Okay, so we get 5. Okay, yeah, we'll take that. That gives us 22. It looks like we had a top 5 class too, which obviously we are going to take. The number 2 class in the country. Oh, I wish we would have got Hester, one of those guys. We only got 1 5-star, which, whatever. USC number 1 recruiting class. I got Mercedes Lewis. I want to just kind of go look at some of the top prospects, see where they went. Haloti went to Michigan, Hester, Florida State, Vince Young, Stanford, Lorenzo Booker, Larry Fitz went to West Virginia, Sean Merriman there, Vic, Leon Washington. Those were some of the big Meriwether, Mercedes Lewis. We got this Mike Reed athlete. So I'm interested to see where that athlete wants to go. So we got 2000 recruiting, 2001, we got number 2 in the country. So we're going to advance here, go to position changes. How many athletes? We got 2 athletes. Mike Reed, he actually went down 3. I would love if this guy wanted to be a quarterback. He does not. He wants to be a wide receiver, and he's actually going to be a pretty good wide out or a free safety. We're going to go wide out here, 79. We'll take that. What about Scott? I would have loved... Oh, you might be tight end, offensive line. Ooh, center, but he's only 260. I think we're going to go tight end with him. Okay, wrapped up position changes. I'm going to just go to cut players here. Okay, here we are at the start in year 2. Just kind of want to look at the roster, go through, see how we're looking, and then I'm going to make the next recruiting class. So we got Ken Dorsey. I got this Ja'Cory Brown guy who looks like he's going to be our starting quarterback next year. Yeah, I don't know. He could be okay, but we need to get a receiver recruit in. We are going to be fine at running back for a long time. We're going to have McGahee for the next 4 years. So running back, we are completely set. We have Andre for hopefully the next 2. We got this Xavier Ristaprera. We have a ton of receivers. There's Emmanuel Henderson. He's the guy we got from Bama. Went up to an 86 overall. So we have a ton of receiving talent. Tight end. We have a ton of tight end talent. So we're good there. O-line, we're very young. We're young. We're growing. Might be just okay this year, but we're super young, so I think it's going to get pretty good coming up here. D-line, we're going to be pretty solid at D-line. 292 DNs, some young guys in behind them. The middle of our defense is absolutely loaded. 490 plus D tackles, absolutely loaded. Some decent outside linebacker, middle linebacker, we're very good. Outside linebacker here, we're very good. Corner, we're good this year. That Kelly Jennings, losing him hurts, but yeah, we'll still be pretty... I mean, we're really good this year. 390 corners. We lost Ed Reed, but we have Sean Taylor stepping in. I actually made a second Ed Reed. He's a 68 overall, though, so he's not good, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, Sean's going to be great this year. Already a 90 overall. We have this James Lewis, who's a junior. He's going to be really good as well, and we have some young guys in behind him. So, very good team. Like I said, on paper, I'd say we're probably better, but I think next year, especially losing Dorsey, that's going to hurt. So, this year, I would really like to get it done. Okay, so I'm going to make the next recruiting class, guys, and then we're going to hop into season. All right, then for just a short interruption of our NCAA sim, I want to make you guys aware of my website, Scheme Kings. It is my Madden and NBA 2K game plan website. It includes an exclusive video membership. You can dive into our extensive library where I offer hundreds of hours of content that gets updated weekly. You'll have access to comprehensive schemes. You unlock full offensive and defensive strategies strategies intricately designed based on real NFL, NCAA, and NBA schemes, tailored to elevate your game in a totally unique way based around how real teams play. Each scheme comes with hours of content to make sure this scheme gives you the best chance to win while playing off meta. They're also going to have in-depth breakdowns so you can understand the why and the how behind each play, with detailed explanations and real gameplay demonstrations, all with real footage taken from in-game against real opponents, so you know this stuff is actually gonna work. Then if you want a free preview of the videos that can be found on the site, you need to check out my King Reggie YouTube channel, where you can find the first part of the schemes for free before getting the rest on Scheme Kings. I'll leave a link for my King Reggie Madden YouTube channel down below if you want to check it out. Then starting today, now all future Campus Kings videos will be going up 3 to 4 days early on Scheme Kings. So if you enjoy these NCAA sims and want to support the channel, you can get the membership, where you will get all the Madden videos, all the 2K content, plus get to watch the Campus Kings videos early. So you can use code CAMPUS at checkout and get 50% off your first month of the membership, and this will unlock everything on the site. So if you want to check it out, I'll leave a link for it down in the description below too. All right, so here we go. I just made the recruiting class. We are going to start the season 2, get this rocking. So this recruiting class is pretty good of the custom players, just kind of okay offensively, very good defensively, but we got QBs, we got running backs, we got it all. So this is a good one. Now we definitely need a quarterback. This definitely isn't my favorite group of QBs, but if we could get one, that would be awesome. Now, the 4 QBs are Jamarcus Russell, Brady Quinn, Dennis Dixon, and Chris Leak. And Jamarcus, who's the number 3 player in the class from Mobile, Alabama, he's the only one we're actually on his list. So we are going to go after him. That's kind of unfortunate that some of the other guys aren't as interested. We're also going to go just see like a 3-star. Oh man, like we really need some QBs. So Jamarcus Russell, I'm going to go all in for. I'm going to do everything in my power to try to lock him up. Okay, running backs, we got 2. We got Reggie Bush. He's from California. I didn't think he'd be interested, but he was like my number 1. He's probably my favorite college football player of all time. So I would have loved Reggie. Michael Bush and then Maurice Jones-Drew are the other running backs. Michael Bush were 4th. We don't really need RBs, so I'll go after him, but yeah, that's probably maybe we'll go after this Clayton guy, might as well. Okay, then if we go to wide receivers, we got 2. We got Steve Smith and Robert Meacham, and once again, we're not on any of these guys' lists, so that's kind of unfortunate. I would have liked Steve Smith. Either of those guys would have been nice, but we do have a 5-star here, or a 4-star, but 5th player in the class. Another guy we're 1st here. So we're going to go after, we have some receivers definitely interested in us, not the created guys, but hey, we'll take those guys for sure. Okay, tight ends. We got 2 great ones and neither interested. Vernon and Greg Olsen, who actually did go to Miami in real life. We're not on either of their lists. That's too bad. I would have liked, either of them, but we do have, a good young group of tight ends. So we actually don't really need a tight end this year. We'll go after just this 1 3-star. Okay, go to offensive tackles. There's only 1, but he's incredible, and it is Joe Thomas, and we're not on his list, unfortunately. O-line, we always want to be getting offensive linemen. Gonna go after this guy, even maybe this 3-star here, but you just always want offensive linemen. We have no offensive guards, but look, so okay, then this, we got a few guys. We're 2nd, 4 stars. I like that. I just want to build, especially if we might not have the best QB right now. Like once we lose Dorsey after this year, we have a great QB this year, but after we lose Dorsey, I don't know where we're going to be at QB wise. So having an O-line where we can run the ball and really control the clock is going to be huge. Center, we have John Sullivan is our custom guy. We are not on his list. We do have this 4-star. We're number 3. Oh, that's kind of it there. Okay, so that's offense. Now we go defense. I would say the defensive class is really, really solid. So if we go defensive ends, Lamar Woodley, Mario Williams, and Lawrence Jackson. Now, Mario, we're 5th on his list. We're kind of within striking distance, so I'm going to go after him. 4-star, 4-star, we're 2nd. Yeah, we have some 4-stars who are actually kind of in the running for us. So we're going to go pretty heavy on defensive end this year. D-tackle, we got 2. We got Cedric Ellis. Oh, no, we only have 1. Just Cedric Ellis, who went to USC in real life. We're not on his list. This 4-star, we'll go after him. And this 3-star as well. Outside linebacker, I don't think we have any. Then middle linebacker, we got 1. It is Ernie Sims, who's from the state of Florida. We're not on his list. I might put him on just in case, because that's too bad. The Florida guys, we gotta do really well with the Florida players. That's like one of my goals. So go after those linebackers. That's too bad. Ernie Sims, one of the best players in the class. Okay, cornerback. 1 incredible cornerback. He's from Tallahassee, Florida. I hope we are on his list. Antonio Cromartie. We're not on his top 4 at least. I'm going to go after him just in case. I would love Cromartie. He's an absolute freak of nature. Going to go after this guy. Maybe this Gordon Ramsay as well. Okay, and then we have some really nice safeties. So we got Michael Griffin, Reggie Nelson, who we are first on. And then LaRon Landry. We're actually not on his list, even though he's from the South. I thought we might have been. Go after this Bryant as well. And then we do have one strong other safety as well, Dante Whitner. We're not on his list, though. We'll just sort here. This 4-star we'll go after. Okay, I want to leave some room for athletes. So 1 5-star athlete, we're first. 4-star, and we'll go after this guy. Okay, so that is our recruiting class, guys. That is, pretty good recruiting class just in general. One of it, a nice way to start it. Some good players, and yeah, it looks like we could have a good recruiting class. I think we got to win a national championship, really come to the top of the mountain before we're really gonna start putting together some crazy classes. But still, obviously, I like I said, I think we have a better team this year. Ken Dorsey, I'm gonna redshirt this Jakari Brown. He actually could be a pretty decent quarterback for us next year. Could start for us for a few years while we're trying to recruit our next QB. Running back, we got Frank Gore. I'm actually gonna redshirt Frank Gore now. Then we'll have Willis McGahee as the backup. Wide receivers, we'll do these 2 freshmen. Tight ends, I might do Kellen Winslow this year. Let this Arroyo back up, and then we'll still have Kellen Winslow for a bunch of years. Going through the O-line here. Same with this. I think I'm going to do Vince Wilfork this year. Let these 2 seniors just really start. Sit Vince Wilfork for a year and just buy another year of eligibility with him. Same with McIntosh. I think I'm just going to risk it, redshirt him. We're not going to do it with Antrell Roll, though. Sean Taylor and Lewis. Okay, so that's a team. Red shirt's done. Depth chart. If Dorsey goes down at all this year, we are in trouble. So yeah, hopefully there's no Dorsey injuries, because then we are going to be in a world of hurt. Okay, custom schedule. Let's look at our schedule. So it's a B. I think last year we were a C schedule, so it's a little tougher. We got Pitt early, who upset us. We have a lot more ranked teams. Wake, Florida State, Ole Miss, North Carolina late in the year, which is going to be, they got Drake May, so that's going to be a tough game. So definitely a tougher schedule this year, but hey, nothing wrong with that. Okay, let's look at the top 25 quick preseason polls. So we are number 2 preseason. We're 99 across the board. Bam is 99 across the board. Ohio State's just under 9. Yeah, so we have some good teams this year. Georgia's 99. Michigan's 99. Florida State's good. North Carolina, who we play, looks pretty good, and they got Drake May. So yeah, this is a tough year of college football, but the ACC there's no other elite level team in the ACC. I'd say North Carolina, Pitt looks good, but definitely not elite. North Carolina and Florida State will probably be, Florida State's actually a 97 across, so Florida State and North Carolina, I think, are going to be our toughest challenge. We got Clinton Portis coming in 4th for the Heisman. Let's look at the preseason All-American list. See if we got anybody. We got 2 on defense. We got Phillip Buchanan and DJ Williams. If we go second team, we got Andre Johnson and Joseph, our big D tackle. Okay, so now I'm going to set up my recruiting board here. And once it's all set up, I'll just show you guys what it looks like. All right, so here's what our board is looking like. The three guys I want the most are Jamarcus Russell, just because we need a quarterback. Mario Williams, future first overall pick in the NFL draft. Tonio Cromartie, absolutely freak of nature cornerback that I would love to have. Our Reggie Nelson, Ernie Sims, is TC Bullock. He's a 3-star QB, but like if we don't get Jamarcus, we need a quarterback. Kelvin Gibbs, Brandon Davis. Here, it's more Michael Bush is a real guy. It's more kind of just sprinkling in these guys. Some offensive linemen, some athletes, D tackles, few wide receivers, and we'll just kind of see. But these are the three, plus even, and then kind of these two as well, but not quite as much. They're who I really want. If I can get 3 of those guys in this class, I would be ecstatic. Okay, we're going to advance through week 1. Okay, so we got our first game of the year. We got New Mexico on the docket, so we're just going to sim through this, and then we have Pitt. So 45-10 win, kind of a preseason warm-up game, and then we got Pitt trying to make up for the L we took last year, a top 10 team. That's going to be obviously a huge game. Okay, now just looking through recruiting, looks like we're going to be in on Jamarcus. We're going all in on him. It looks like us, Tennessee, Auburn, maybe Alabama. Then we got Mario Williams. It looks like us and Bama are probably going to be the favorites. Cromartie, us, Bama, Florida, the favorites. Reggie Nelson, us, Florida State, Florida, maybe Bama. Those are kind of the 4. I dropped Ernie Sims out. We were just not doing well with him. TC Bullock, we're really going to go somewhat hard on this guy just because, we gotta get some QBs. Then the rest of these guys, we're all doing pretty well. We're in the lead with quite a few in some battles like this. Where was this guy? If we don't pick it up this year, might have to drop out, but we're doing pretty good with a lot of these guys. So that's kind of where we're sitting in recruiting right now. And so we have Pitt at home, 7 in the country. They're only an 88, but I mean, we lost to them last year. We cannot lose this game. A 3-point victory over Pitt. It's a top 10 team, but man, we needed to get that done. Wow, if we would have lost that early this year, getting an L like that, that would have been unfortunate, but there we go. Okay, we got Nebraska, 41-17 win. That Pitt win put us at number 1 in the country as well. Okay, we got this Wake team who's a 90 overall. Honestly, they're 2-2, but this probably isn't an easy game. So we have FSU coming up, then UNC are our 2 ranked opponents left. But I don't think this Wake team, this isn't a rollover game. We do beat them pretty good, but that is a game you got to be careful of, I think. Okay, we got 0-4 UVA. This should be a big, easy win. Yup, until Florida State. This is a big one. Obviously, a very good team. In-state rival, probably Miami's biggest rival overall. So I actually want to go look at the FSU roster. Just kind of look. This would be like, they should have like Jordan Travis and all those guys. So going to be a good team for sure. Luckily, it is at home, which is nice. Yeah, so they got Jordan Travis at QB versus Benson, Johnny Wilson. So yeah, like we do have a better team. Oh, they got Devin Hester. I forgot they stole Hester from us as well. So 4-1, 12 in the country, 97 overall versus the number 1 team in the country. We got to get this done. Okay, here it is. We're going to sim through it. Oh, that's a big win. That is a pretty dominant win over Florida State. So that's huge. It's going to put us up to 6-0 on the year. Now, we're pretty much through that. Start of the schedule wasn't easy. North Carolina, that is going to be the big one, though. This is kind of where we're at with recruiting right now as well, guys. So, Jamarcus, we're in it. Bama, us and Bama are just, so we're neck and neck with Alabama here. Bama's beating us for Mario by, we're second. We're second to them there. We're third to Bama there for our top 4 guys. That's tough. TC Bullock, at least we're going to get some quarterback in. Gilbs, we're actually doing pretty good with this guy. I think he just went on his visit, so we're actually fine there. We're okay there. We're not bad there. Doing well with these athletes, but we actually even haven't got 1 recruit to actually commit yet, so I should make sure everyone's getting the scholarship offers. But then we have some smaller recruits, but it's really going to come down. These these guys up here are going to be absolutely make or break for this class, and just whether or not, you know, it turns out to be a really good class or not. We got to get at least 2 of those guys, in my opinion. If we get Jamarcus and 1 guy on defense, I'll be pretty happy. Okay, so we got Georgia Tech, Troy, Ole Miss, Duke. Really nothing till that UNC game. So we'll go through Georgia Tech. 43. So that's a little closer than I would have liked, but get her done. Okay, we got our finally first recruit to actually commit. It is this TC Bullock guy. So we do get a QB in. Reggie Nelson locked us out, but we can open the door. So those can actually be kind of a blessing in disguise. They can actually, as long as you can still open the door, it kind of like shoots you back up. So that's not even the end of the world. Okay, we got Troy here. Gonna sim through. 45-17. That is going to put us at 8-0. We're going to go look at the top 25, look at some stats here now. So let's see how many undefeated teams. So it's, oh, we actually dropped down to 3, but it's us, USC, Georgia, North Carolina, who we play, and Louisville. Wow. So Bama did get a loss. Georgia's got it, you know, got a lot in front of them. If we beat North Carolina, we're fine. But there just can't be us, USC, and Georgia can't all be undefeated at the end of the year, or else it's just kind of a flip of the coin on who's actually going to get in. Heisman watch, Clinton is still 4th, so having obviously a very good year. Go look at our season stats. Ken Dorsey, 181 rating, 2,200 yards, 24 touchdowns, 4 picks. Very good year. Clinton Portis, 6'11", McGahee, 442, 76 and 55 a game, so doing well. Receiving Andre 440. This Restrepo is actually has more receiving yards, averaging 19 yards per reception. So Portis, we throw the ball to a ton. 349. Shockey getting the ball. Roscoe Parrish, Willis McGahee. So we don't really have that one weapon who we're just going to an absolute ton. DJ Williams once again leading the team in tackles by a pretty significant margin, and tackles for loss and sacks. INTs, Buchanan. Sean Taylor has 2 INTs, 4 pass deflections, and a defensive touchdown. DJ Williams has 2, and Buchanan has 2 as well. So that's pretty good. I don't even know who our returner is. Antrell Roll and Clinton. Antrell Roll. If we look at team stats, we are the number 4 offense in the country, number 1 passing offense, and number 1 scoring team. If we look defensively, yeah, we'll go ACC. We're decent in the ACC, not incredible. Yeah, we're okay. We're like 5th in points, so we could be better. That's something we definitely got to improve a little bit. Okay, we got Ole Miss. Gonna sim through. 38-24. We cannot stumble before that North Carolina game. If we lose before UNC, I am going to just be very upset. Got to go and beat Drake May. So we have Duke and North Carolina back-to-back weeks. These are going to be when a ton of our visits are happening as well. So hopefully we can get some of these guys locked in. Yeah, we have a ton of guys in for visits this week. So let's just get to it. We need at least 4 or 5 guys to commit right now. 28-19, so we don't stumble before UNC. Come on. Give me like a Jamarcus and a Mario right now. Even though actually I think Jamarcus is in against UNC. But give me Mario and Antonio and like 3 of our mid-level guys. Okay, we got a few. It was none of the big guys. Okay, who did we actually get? We got a couple of athletes. Okay, UNC 4-3 in the country. It is at home. We are going to hop into this one. They got Drake May, obviously very good QB, some other good players. Not going to be an easy game. We should win. Then we just have 1 game left before the conference championship game. So first in the country in points per game. Our defense is 30th. They're a little bit more balanced. Better defense, pretty good offense. So we have Jamarcus Russell. We have some big guys in for visits as well. I'd love to just get Jamarcus dialed in right here. All right, so here we go. North Carolina, UNC. This is huge where we're 3-4 in the country, both undefeated, both national title, chances. It is a nice day in South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium. Perfect day for football in the ACC, and we got a freaking win. We're doing okay in recruiting, but I don't think we're going to get these insane, great recruiting classes until we win a natty, until we get to the top of that mountaintop. So we're going to go through this first quarter right here. And we have a 17-7 lead, which we like to see. 20-7. Okay, I'm going to go to the next quarter. Okay, 20-14. We have a 3rd and 8 in the red zone. We're going to check this play out. So Dorsey, we're going to have split back look. Andre Johnson to the bottom of the screen here. I'd be looking there. Dorsey. Oh, he breaks his sack. He's going to fall. Oh, I thought he caught that. That would have been incredible for Dorsey, but gonna kick a field goal here. That is fine. We'll go up 2 scores. Okay, now we score again there. Okay, so we have a pretty big lead here, 30-14. We're gonna go to the 4th quarter. Okay, 30-21. 3rd and 5 here. Big 3rd down. We are outside of field goal range. 9-point lead for the U. Dorsey and shotgun. Portis to the flats. Right there over the middle to Andre. Breaks 2 tackles and falls forward. He is a beast. He's a freak. He's got 5 for $9.99 on the day. And now we're going hurry up. Trips to the bottom of the screen. Little fake handoff to Portis. And we're just going to throw it away. Okay. Oh, poor Dorsey got intercepted. Okay. And then Drake May just gets intercepted by Sean Taylor. That is what we like to see. Good job, defense. And we score. So Clinton Portis, 14-yard touchdown. That should... Okay, now 41-21. That should do it. I'm going to go to the end of the game, but we can obviously hop in if something happens. Oh, yeah, we score again. 81-yard run by Clinton Portis. So Portis was an absolute freak, and we kind of end up blowing the doors off them. 54-28. I think Portis had a crazy day. So Dorsey, 409, 3 touchdowns, 164 rating. Portis had 203 rushing with 2 touchdowns, plus 57 yards receiving and a touchdown. Parrish had 153. Andre had 122. Defensively, Vilma had 11 tackles. Williams had 3 tackles for a loss. I know Sean T, Vilma, and Antrell Roll all had INTs. So a lot of our superstars showed up in this game. We didn't win the Natty in 01 like they did in real life, but I think this 02 team is better. We walk off Florida State. We beat Pitt. We beat UNC, who is ranked in the top 5. It is all in front of us right here. Really hoping Jamarcus Russell was at that game. I'm really hoping he commits after that. That would really be the cherry on top to that. You know, Jamarcus would probably start for us next year. Oh, he didn't commit. We did end up getting 2 players, but not Jamarcus. Oh, yeah, we're just narrowly in the lead. We're narrowly in the lead. We're actually a decent lead there. So we got a lead on some of these guys, but it's also like, it just sucks none of them are committing because I don't have points to spend on some of these other dudes. I'm going to start offering some scholarships to all these guys so they can commit. I got to make sure, like, I know I've offered to all these guys. Okay, so we got Vautech, and this is our last game of the year before the conference championship. So obviously, okay, we get it done. We go undefeated in the regular season, 12-0. Got ACC championship game, which I don't even know who it would be. Maybe North Carolina again, and then hopefully make the national championship. Okay, so I just used my recruiting skill points. So I haven't done it yet, but now I probably by next year I'll be able to use some of the Saban factor thing where when guys when we offer a scholarship, they can auto commit. So that is huge. I don't have it yet, but by next year we should have access to that, which really will help quite a bit. We're still just neck and neck on all these guys. Us, Auburn, Bama. Us, Bama, Kentucky. Us, Bama, Georgia. Us, Georgia, Bama. Like, we are just going to be so down to the wire with all these guys. And we've already went on all our visits. Oh, Mario's visiting Bama late in the year. And Cromartie. Oh, I don't know if we're going to end up with any of those guys. And that would be absolutely crushing. But anyway, we can just advance through these last 2 bye weeks here and go to conference championship weekend. I have a feeling Mario or one of those guys probably committed to Bama on their visits. That's going to suck. We got Joe Russell. Got a few guys. So recruiting is going to be done now. Let's see. Yeah, so I think we lost Mario. Holy dude. There's so many guys. Yeah, we are not going to have a great recruiting class this year at all. It is going to be small. I just didn't get guys to actually commit early at all. I'm guessing Mario ended up at Bama. Yeah, Mario ended up at Bama. Where'd Reggie go? Reggie's looking like UCLA. Lamar Woodley looking like Bama. Looks like they could just Bama. Bama could have the recruiting class to end all recruiting class. They got Michael Bush. Holy Bama. And they're in the lead on Jamarcus, lead on Cromartie, lead on... we're in the lead on Reggie Nelson, luckily. But it just sucks because all these guys, I'm not going to get any of them if I don't offer them some points. All those guys we actually should get. I'm basically going to go all in on Jamarcus and Antonio, and not a good class this year. Look at Bama. They must just not have a lot. I guess they haven't locked all those guys up. We'll look at that later. Okay, so we got Florida State 14. That's like 9-3. We should get that done. Alabama, Georgia, USC. Is Georgia undefeated? Yeah, so us, USC, and Georgia are all undefeated. And if we're all undefeated, it's going to be a toss-up who gets in. So, okay, we're going to check out the ACC championship game. I'm going to go through this pretty quick. Just watch some third downs, watch at the end. If we all are undefeated, that's going to be tough. Because it's literally just like I have no control on if we get in or not. So I'm really hoping Alabama beats Georgia. Or obviously UW beats USC. Okay, let's go through the quarter. 7-0 Florida State. Let's keep it rocking. Okay, 21-10 us. We had a really good second quarter. 21-13. Let's see here. 2nd and 3. 3rd and 3. We got 1st and goal here from the 2-yard line. We're going to go I form. Clinton Portis in behind us. 2 receivers. Ken Dorsey under center. Do a little toss to Portis. Get the edge. And Clinton Portis scores. Put us up 14. We need style points. We got to win this game big. We got to tell the committee, like, Miami's got to be in the Natty. Okay, we're going to go next quarter here. Yeah, we're kind of boat racing them here. We're going to go next change. Okay, we have a big third, not even big, but like I said, we gotta put the pressure on the committee. We gotta tell them you cannot keep Miami out of the national championship game. Okay, drop back. We have a little screen pass out to Portis. He's gonna get tackled for a pretty big loss. That's probably gonna knock us out of field goal range as well. Okay, we're just gonna go to the end of the game here unless they do score. Yeah, so 31-19, not completely dominant, but we do beat our arch rival in the championship. Dorsey 352 tutties, Portis 123, 2 touchdowns, Andre 102 and a touchdown as well. So I'm just nervous now because I don't know what's going to happen in those other games. We are number 2 and we did just beat a ranked team, but Georgia's going to play Bama and they're number 3. And if they beat Bama, is that going to be a better win and they'll jump us? Okay, let's simulate this game. Let's sim Bama, Georgia. Oh, Georgia win by 3. Let's sim Washington, USC. USC wins. So it's all in the air. We could miss the Natty right here. Come on. Come on. Clinton Portis gets 3rd in Heisman voting. We missed the... Oh, we went undefeated. That sucks. That freaking sucks. Wow. Georgia, USC, us. That sucks, man. Damn. I don't even care. Hopefully we win. Play Michigan. Oh, man. It just sucks for recruiting, too. Obviously, it sucks for the challenge. Like, I might even... give us like a split here. There was split national championships back in this day anyway. Yeah, we did end up winning. I'm gonna give us a split. That's just so annoying. I'm gonna give us half a natty. We are so 0-2, but for recruiting that sucks. 0-2, we went 14-0. Dub in Orange Bowl. Split natty. Question mark. I don't know. You guys can sound off in the comments. Do you think I should keep that natty for our tally when we try to win 7, or did we just kind of get the luck of the draw there and not actually get it done? You guys sound off in the comments. I'll kind of leave it open-ended right now. But there it is. So who ended up winning? Georgia beats USC. That'll put us in second, 14-0. Very tough. Very, very tough. Okay, let's look. Heisman, we know we got third with Portis. Caleb, but Portis isn't even first team All-American. We got a few on defense, lots on defense actually. Sean Taylor, Antrell Roll, DJ Williams, and Jonathan Vilma and McDougal. All on first team. For second team, we got Dorsey. Okay, I don't even know. Dorsey on second team plus Buchanan and our punter. Freshman, we got Willis McGahee, Gavin Joseph, Cooper, and our punter. Let's look at the stats on the year. So Dorsey, career done, 3,800 yards. It is going to be tough too. We're not going to have Dorsey next year. We got to make it happen. We lose Portis as well. Kind of our two engines on offense, 1,200 yards. We're going to have great running backs next year, so I'm not worried about that. We're still going to have Andre next year. We don't lose any of our receivers. We do lose Jeremy Shockey, but we got Kellen Winslow coming. Sorry, I didn't even look. What is Andre? Just under 1,000 yards this year. We really just spread it around. DJ Williams, Antrell Roll, McDougal, DJ Williams, Sachs, McDougal, DJ, and other Williams. Sean Taylor, 6 INTs on the year. Roll 4, Buchanan 4. DJ Williams is crazy good for us. 169. Sean T had 2 defensive touchdowns, pass deflections, 33 tackles. Sean T, and that was his freshman year, I think, technically, or maybe it was his sophomore, but Sean T was incredible. Oh, man. So that wraps up this season. Now, look at all the guys we are in recruiting battles. It's not great. We only have like 7 or 8 guys already committed. So we're 27-1 through 2 years, which is great, but we've got to get these recruits. I got to get Jamarcus Russell. I'd love Cromartie and Nelson. Okay, we got to get some of these guys to stay as well. Okay, we're keeping him. Restero. Okay, we got him back. Wilfork, dude. You haven't even played. Jonathan, come on. I don't really care about either of these guys. Yeah, that's fine. And this Taylor. So we're basically just losing one tight end to the transfer portal. We're obviously losing a lot of guys, like 3 99s and a 98, Philip Buchanan. But we don't lose anyone extra. Last year, we actually got a pretty good transfer request in. Sure, we'll take you as a fullback. Okay, I do have 2 upgrade points as well, guys. So we're going to get 2 Saban factors. So that's going to help with recruiting so much next year. And, you know, obviously recruiting in this is freaking everything. Okay, we're going to go to recruiting. And I'm going to have to take a look at exactly how I want to approach this. We're going to have 15,000 points. We need Jamarcus Russell. We need him. So I'm going to go at least 5,000 with Jamarcus. Like, he is our must-have. We're with Bama. We're with Auburn. It's going to be down to the wire. Antonio, it's us, and I'm going to go 5,000 with him as well. I think, you know what, we got to be this is going to be a small class because I'm not going to be able to spend. Maybe we say no to Reggie. Like, maybe I just do like 1,000 to Reggie and hope Georgia just doesn't have the points to spend on him, even though he's a 5-star, maybe 1,500. Then like these guys, we each just give like 1,000 just to try to lock them in. Like, yeah, I really want Cummings, but we're not even close with him. Like, and then these guys, I think I just got to hope I have enough of a lead that we just hold on with them. Miranda will go 1,000. Yeah, there's not even point in giving to Cummings. We'd have to really overspend. I don't know. If I don't get Jamarcus, this is going to be really tough. Jamarcus would just be such a huge get. Everything else I can piece together. I should have probably went a little bit more. Okay, so we got Jamarcus Russell, we got Antonio Cromartie, and we got 3 just fillers. So not a great recruiting class. Oh, it says we only have 5 scholarships remaining. Okay, so we must have had more fillers that didn't show us. Top classes, 23rd in the country. We got a bunch of 3-stars. So not great, but we ended up getting Jamarcus Russell, Antonio Cromartie, 2 superstars, and, you know, some good depth throughout. So I'm going to take it. I'm surprised Bama wasn't higher. Mario, oh my God, their class was so good. USC, Michigan, Whitner, I want to just look at the top prospects, see where some of them went as well. So Reggie ended up at UCLA, Michael Griffin, Bama. We got Jamarcus Russell, Lamar Woodley, Bama. Steve Smith spurred Bama for Tennessee. Cedric Ellis went to Georgia. Bush went to Bama. Mario Williams went to Bama. Whitner, Vernon Davis went to Ohio State. Brady Quinn went to Mizzou. Ernie Sims, A&M. Greg Olson, Pitt. Dan Cummings, we were close on this guy. We ended up getting second. But like, look how much we would have had to spend. I would have had to spend 4,000 points to get him. What about, just curious with Reggie Nelson, how close were we? I would have had to spend 800 more points. That was doable. That was freaking doable. Too bad. But anyway, we got Jamarcus. We got Cromartie. Jamarcus might even start for us next year. Okay, let's go position changes. I don't know if we got really any great athletes this year. We did get this guy who ends up being a QB. Oh, so even if we wouldn't have got Jamarcus, this guy actually would have been pretty decent. What's his arm like? Yeah, I mean, could have turned him into a pretty nasty dual threat, but can also make him a running back because we haven't really been getting running backs, or a safety. Oh my God, I don't even know what I just made him. I was trying to press cancel. I think I just made him something not good. Okay, I was able to back out from that. Okay, I don't even know. I'm gonna make him a free safety. This guy, we go running back. Okay, position changes are done. Okay, so here we are at the start of season 3. We're just gonna quickly look at our roster, then I'm gonna make the next recruiting class. So I don't think this team's quite as good. So Jamarcus Russell is just a little better than this Jakari Brown, it looks like. Kind of honestly similar players. I think Jakari's just going to be a better runner. But as far as a pure passer, it's going to be Jamarcus. We can start him for 4 years and really develop him. So I am going to go with Jamarcus. We got Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, 1-2 punch, both sophomores. We're going to have for the next 3 years. We got Andre. We have 2 great senior receivers. Then we got Roscoe Parrish. We have some good young guys. We got some guys we're developing. Like, these guys are freshmen, should turn out well. But yeah, Roscoe's going to be our number 1 next year. Our receiving core this year is incredible. Tight end, we have Kellen Winslow, only a sophomore. Another nice sophomore right here. We have 3 really good tight ends. Have to develop some more, but we have a really nice tackle, but he is a senior. Great guard in Davin Joseph. Some other guards in behind him. Really nice center. Nice sophomore guard and a nice sophomore tackle as well. And probably have to move this guy to the other side next year. So we're pretty young this year. Some sophomore ends that look good here. Senior here with a junior. Really good D tackle pair with Leonard Taylor and Vince Wilfork, and then some depth in behind them. But Vince, we have 3 years. We have Taylor still for 2. Left outside, we have this Wesley, pretty good this year. We have a nice linebacking core this year. Vilma McIntosh for 2 years. We have DJ Williams, who's been incredible for us last year. And Trell and Humph, great 1-2 punch. We got Curtis. Then we got a young Antonio Cromartie in the wings and a few other guys. Free safety, we have Sean Taylor, maybe best player on the team. Really, really good. But then we have this 99 James Lewis, but he's actually gone next year. So we got to get these other guys kind of developing and turn into good players. So have a really good kicker this year. Have a good All-American punter, even though his rating isn't that great. So that is a team, I would say, a tiny bit of a step back from last year, mostly just because of, we don't have the QB. We need Jamarcus Russell. Big old Jamarcus to come in and play really, really well for us. Probably going to rely a little bit more on the run game. We have a pair of just great running backs. So we do have great weapons all over the team. So going to be really good. Going to make the next recruiting class, and we'll get right into it. All right. So year number 3 recruiting class is done. This is a good class, but kind of weird also. We have no offensive linemen and no defensive backs, no corners, no safeties, I'm pretty sure, just going off my list. So yeah, interesting class. There's some good players, really good players, but yeah, not the most balanced class, but we're going to take a look. So first we have 2 QBs. We have Pat White, went to West Virginia, kind of a legend there. And then Chad Henne, who went to Michigan, I believe. Neither were on the list. I'm going to go after this Clifton Brooks guy, 4-star, number 2 quarterback in the class. I thought we might be on White's list, but it doesn't look like it. But we did just get Jamarcus Russell, though he's not my favorite QB ever. He'll be, you know, a nice player to have for sure. Then there's two absolutely super stud running backs. There is Marshawn Lynch and Adrian Peterson. Lynch looking at US, you can kind of staying on the West Coast. He's from Oakland. And then Peterson, we might be on his list, honestly. We might be one of those bottom 5. I'm going to add him just in case, and maybe we can make some hay, though we don't really need a running back this year anyway, so not going to go too hard on anything there. We actually do have a fullback this year. It's Peyton Hillis, though we are not on his list. Big old Peyton Hillis, really good fullback. Wide receivers, and wow, Ted Ginn, we are first on his list. This would be sick to get. This would kind of make up for us losing Devin Hester. This would be kind of, you know, the next version of that. He's from Ohio, so I'm kind of shocked we're that high on his list. The other one is Early Doucette, good receiver. He ended up going to LSU in real life. Ted Ginn went to Ohio State. He's from Ohio. We'll go after those receivers there. We're definitely doing well with receivers. Receivers seem to want to come here, so that's always a good sign. Okay, if we go tight ends, and we have Zach Miller is the only tight end, I believe. And oh no, there's two. There's Fred Davis and Zach Miller, and we are third on Zach Miller's list. He's from Arizona. Kind of shocking he'd want to come all the way, or not shocking, but surprising he'd want to come all the way over to us. But we'll take it. Fred Davis from Ohio. He went to USC in real life. We'll just see if there's anything else. Nothing really. No other guys I'm really after. And then offensive linemen, we have no offensive linemen in the whole class that are custom. So wow, and we are not really high. We're only 3 stars are after us. Wow, don't love that. Like, we always want to make sure we're getting good offensive linemen, so we don't love that for sure. We'll go after guards as well. 4-star there. Oh man, it's a little barren out here for us. We'll go after this one as well, the 3-star. Go centers. Ooh, the number one, or one of the 4-star centers were first on his board, so that I like. Yeah, so we always want to make sure you need 5 offensive line starters. You always got to be recruiting 2-3 offensive linemen a year. Okay, then defensive ends, it is loaded. There is 5 of them right now. There's Brian Arakpo, Robert Ayers, Chris Long, Tyson Jackson, I think, oh, Derek Harvey. Do we see Harvey? Right here, and Derek Harvey. So there's that many, ton of studs. Unfortunately, we're not really on any of their lists. We'll go after Chris Long. That's kind of unfortunate. I was hoping some of those guys would want to come here. Yeah, not great, but we're going to go after a decent amount of ends right there. Then we're going to have 2 really good defensive tackles. We got Glenn Dorsey and Calais Campbell. Calais Campbell actually did go to the U in real life. Dorsey went to LSU. We are not on his list, but maybe we'll be in that 5-6 spot. We're going to go after this Billy Richardson as well. Go after this guy. Okay, that's where we'll cut it off there. Really, guys, we need to win a natty here soon. Not only to beat the challenge, but just going to help with recruiting a lot. Okay, no outside linebackers, but we do have 4 middles. But this outside linebacker, a 5-star Pennington, we will definitely go after you. We got some 4-stars. We definitely need some linebackers right now. So I'm going to go after all those guys. We'll see middles as well. We got Lawrence Timmon, Keith Rivers, Dan Connor, and Gerard Mayo. And we are not on any of their lists. We are on this John Wilson's, but damn, not one. Keith Rivers is from Florida too. I might add him just because we might sneak in on the back and we might be able to get in the race. And then, like I said, we have no corners or safeties that are custom. So we'll go after those guys. Then free safeties, nothing really. Strong safeties. Wow, we're just not in the running with these guys. We'll look at athletes though, because the athletes can always kind of save you a little bit because they can play DB. Obviously, you don't really know, but we're actually doing well with the athletes. I might add those ones. So I might get rid of a few guys here and just add those athletes. Okay, so there's our recruiting board. Pretty good class. Once again, I was a little spoiled with Bama because by the end, everybody wanted to come. It was kind of just like stealing. Like, we were just getting the best recruiting classes every year, basically no matter what. So not quite that right now, but that's okay. It's just going to make it harder, more challenging. Nothing wrong with that. We are going to go to just go through our red shirts here. We'll just let all 3 QBs rock this year. Maybe we'll do this Hayford. Okay, so nothing too crazy as far as red shirts. Like I said, we are going to start true freshman Jamarcus Russell, so that will be interesting. Looking at our schedule, it is a B once again. We'll do Toledo at home, might as well. We'll do Florida Atlantic at home. We'll give ourselves some home games. As far as ranked, nobody ranked, no tough games, but then the end of the year, Pitt looks like they've taken a step back, but man, that's a tough schedule to end the year. So that is that's going to be kind of where we make our money, but it's a B schedule once again. So I think our first year we were C, and then the last 2 years have been B. Okay, so we're going to do kind of all the preseason stuff. We'll look at the top 25. Georgia's number 1, we're number 2, USC's number 3, Bama's number 4, Ohio State's number 5, and all of us are 99 A+ across the board. Bama's actually A+ special teams as well. Luckily we're the only one in the ACC. Our Penn State looks really good. Michigan's an A+ across the board. Florida State looks really good, 99 across the board, almost. Clemson, who we don't play, but they are ACC. They're very highly looked at as well. So that's the top 25. Heisman watch. Trevion Henderson, Caleb Williams, who stayed for his senior year. Trey Benson. Okay. Preseason All-Americans. Let's see who we got. We got 3 on defense. Shanti, Antrell Roll, DJ Williams. DJ Williams has been crazy good over the last 2 years. Leading the team in tackles, sacks, picks, touchdowns, forced fumbles, blocks. He's got it all. Shanti was great last year in Antrell Roll. We'll look second team. Just 1 on defense as well. So nothing on offense this year. A lot on defense. Okay, one thing I want to do at start of every year as well is I like to go through and just look at some of the other rosters of the really good teams. So we got Bama this year, who is 99 across the board. Kool-Aid, Dallas Turner, Kobe Pretense, Jeremiah Alexander's good. Isaiah Bond. Who do they got? They Jalen Milroe at QB. They recruited Leon Washington. So Leon Washington's going to be their starting running back this year. Ja'Cory Brooks, like, they are a good team, guys. They are very good. And we know they've been getting some good recruiting classes. Who'd they get? They got Mario Williams, who's going to be a backup for them, but give it a few years, that guy's going to be a freak for them. So yeah, they're going to be right there, one of our toughest. We could easily play them in a national championship if we get there. I want to look at Florida State because they are in the ACC. We play them. We got Trey Benson, Verse. We got another running back. They got Devin Hester, 94 overall already. Rodemaker's their QB. They got Duffy, who looks like he could be pretty good next year. So yeah, no, they're going to be a tough out. Georgia looks really good. Bowers in his last year, McConkey still, Ringo, yeah, Van Griff at QB, yeah, oh my god, they are deep as hell. They might be the best team on paper, and they just won last year. Michigan's 99 overall. They got JJ McCarthy in his senior year, Will Johnson, who's a freak. They got Haloti Ngata on the inside. Don't look as good as Georgia, but definitely look good. Ohio State's a top 5 team. They got Stroud. Oh man, look at their 99s. This team is stacked. Holy, they got a 99 QB, 99, 98 at running back. They got 99, 98, and 92 at wide receiver. 90 at tight end. They are freaking loaded. Okay, so could easily play them. Penn State looked pretty good, but I think USC was the other team we got to kind of be wary of that has a really good squad. SC's got Caleb Williams in his final year, Raleek Brown at running back, and a good squad all the way down. I don't think they're quite on the level of some of those other teams, but definitely going to be really good. So that's kind of how the season is looking at the start. I'm gonna do so one other thing, guys, remember, so do you have access to the skill tree now with the Saban factor, where if we offer, I don't know why some of the words are gone here, but right now it's about a 10% chance of an auto commit when I offer a scholarship. So yeah, we're just going to go down here and just offer everybody who we are in first place. So for this Saban thing, it only works if we're in number 1. So if we're leading when we offer the scholarship, they have a 10% chance of, accepting it. So we're just going to go down. Everybody who we're in first in, we are just going to offer the scholarship. Hopefully get some auto commits right away. Right now it's only 10%. Once we get it one more higher, it'll become 20%. Okay, so that was our first one. We got this 4-star linebacker. He's going to auto commit day 1. Which is nice. Don't have to recruit him, just get him right away. So we only get 1 right now, but that's a good start. I'm gonna make the rest of my board and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. Okay, so this is what our board looks like. Ted Ginn is like my number 1 player I want. AP Long, Keith Rivers, Calais Campbell, Glenn Dorsey. Those are kind of the created guys, like our guys I'm after. Then we got some offensive linemen, some receivers, some linebackers kind of down here. Going after quite a few guys right now, and we will just kind of go. I like to kind of send a lot of feelers out, and then after a week or two, I can start to kind of whittle it down and go after the guys I really want to lock in on. Okay, so we have a week 1 game against Toledo. Obviously should be a pretty quick and easy victory, but we will see. 38-24, a little closer than I would have liked, but we get it done. We also just got to keep in mind we have a true freshman Jamarcus Russell starting at quarterback. Keith Rivers commits to USC. Damn. Okay, so this is what the board is looking like now. We're actually doing well with Ginn. We moved up on AP, so I'm going to kind of go all in on him. I really want this Maurice Pennington guy, this linebacker. Zach Miller, we're starting to go pretty hard. I had to kind of pick between, I had 300 on Calais Campbell and Glenn Dorsey. I decided to just go all in on Calais. We actually moved up to number 1 for Chris Long. Matt Johnson, we're doing okay. Nick Hunter, we're doing okay. And then the rest of these guys were kind of in the lead or like right there with. And then these guys were not really making moves on quite yet. Okay, so we have a game against Navy. This should be another pretty easy win. Like I said, we don't have anybody ranked as of right now till literally week 10. This is kind of nice because it's going to let Russell get his feet wet, take our time with him, not get too crazy. And then by the end of, hopefully he might even go up an overall or 2. And then by the end of the year, hopefully he's just kind of ready for the big time. Okay, another game, 0-2 Nebraska. Should be able to get it. Oh my gosh. Oh, we just lost to Nebraska unranked. Oh, this isn't going to be easy, guys. Oh, you can't lose to Nebraska. That drops us down to 18th in the country. The only thing is we did lose early in the year. That's just tough though. Wow. Yeah, like I said, the only kind of saving grace is we did lose early in the year. So if we go undefeated the rest of the way, I mean, we could be the best one-loss team, but we are too talented to be losing that game. Oh, and we do have Clemson on our schedule this year. I for some reason thought we didn't, but wow, that is tough. Okay, FAU, let's get it done. 41-21. I mean, we are starting a true freshman QB, but we have a lot of talent, a lot. Andre Johnson is a senior, like some guys we aren't going to have back next year. So, damn. Okay, so we got 1-3 UVA. Should be a win. Yeah, 45-17. It's going to put us at 4-1. We're just going to need, this is going to have to be one of those years where there's, we are a one loss and there's a bunch of other one loss teams and we, there's no 13-0 teams and we can just, we're the best one loss or whatever. It's not over, but man, that's tough. Okay, so we got Georgia Tech 4-1. UNC's ranked 4th right now. Georgia Tech dropped 59 on them. Oh, maybe this is starting to warm up for us. We'll sim 2 more games, then we're going to check kind of top 25, look at our stats, see how everyone's playing. I'll take you guys kind of through my recruiting here as well. Oh, we just got Chris Long committed. Wow. Okay. So there's a big 5-star prospect. That's nice. Big D end. So we are right in the running with Ted Ginn. We're right there. AP, it's tough because he's just went on his visit to Notre Dame and We have a week 15 visit. So as long as he doesn't commit before week 15, we have a chance. Calais is coming week 12. We're going to be in the running. Luckily, we get in before USC. So if we get him to commit that day, we're going to be in a good shot. This David Martin, we're doing well. We're right in here with this Kenny Booth. We're going to just kind of go hard on him. Going to get that guy. Looks like we'll probably get him. Did he just go on a visit? He just went on a visit to Appalachian State, this 5-star. Oh, Ricky Morris. This Matt Wilson, it's going to be right down to the end. We got this Clifton Brooks. And now the rest are kind of like the more filler players. Should we open one more door? This Chuck Donaldson? Sure. Oh, we don't even... Oh, that was probably dumb. Because we can't even bring him in for a visit. But yeah, we have a lead on a lot of these guys, but they're a lot more like 3-star level guys. Okay, we got that DN to commit. Yeah, so that's where we're looking. Obviously, if we could get 2 out of the 3 of those 2 along with Chris Long and then get everyone else filtering through, it would end up being a pretty good class. Okay, we got Vautech on the road. Gotta win this, and then we got FSU next week. 3-point win to put us at 6-1. Oh, okay, we got another wide receiver. Okay, I used all my open the doors, so if we get locked out with any of our big 3, we're screwed, so hopefully not. Okay, so we got 5-2 FSU. We are going to hop in and watch some of this one and just super sim through. Big rivalry game, obviously, in the state, and I mean, we can't lose another game, so... We're at 38 points per game. They are at 40. Their defense is bad. Ours is pretty good, but not incredible. We are just not as good of a team this year. We have a lot of good players, but statistically, we haven't put it all together. I mean, the QB is going to play a major role. We're trying to start a true freshman. We didn't get a QB recruit in for a while, and you know, you got to live with what you get. Okay, so I'm going to sim through the first quarter here, and we have a 10-0 lead. We're going to go till half. All right, well, the boys look like they came to play today. It is 24-8, but it is not over. Okay, 34-8, so we are playing well. We got a big 3rd and 3 just so we can actually watch here. I mean, it is 20 points with 7 minutes left. We should be fine, but here's Jamarcus in shotgun. 3rd and 13. We're going to let him pass. Throws a little one over the middle to Andre. We have 382 yards passing, which is nice, but we're going to have to punt this off. There it is. Beats Reggie Wayne for the most receptions in a career. Andre Johnson. Oh, we actually kick a 49-yard field goal. Okay, go next, change of possession again. Rodemaker intercepted by Rumpf. We have another 3rd and 6. We'll just watch what Jamarcus can do. 382 and 3 touchdowns on the day for Jamarcus. He is slinging it a little bit. Maybe he's starting to come into his own right here. Drops back over the middle. Finds Kellen Winslow Jr., who trucks his way inside the 10-yard line. And we're going to do a little bit of hurry up here with Jamarcus. Sets up in shotgun. We're going to motion Kellen Winslow across the formation. They'll hand off to Frank Gore, who gets stuck in the backfield. And we are able to get we're able to score a touchdown there with Roscoe Parrish. Okay, we're just going to go to the end of the game here. Okay, we get it done in Florida State. 44-15. We needed that one desperately. Jamarcus had a great day. That might be his best day so far of his career. 402, 4 touchdowns. Frank Gore had 143 on the ground. Roscoe and Andre had each over 100 yards receiving. Defensively, Vince Wilfork, 4 tackles for a loss, 2 sacks for Cyrus Moss, 1 INT for Rumpf. Okay, and we just actually got another skill point. So now we are going to be 3 out of 3 Saban factor. That is going to help recruiting, especially next year once we have a full new class. Legitimately so much. Okay, we're gonna sim through this week. Gonna be 7-1 and should put us in the top 10. And we're gonna look at the top 25, see where we sit. Yeah, we're gonna look at the stats, see how the boys are playing. No, Ted Ginn just, oh no. Oh, AP just committed to Ohio State. Ted Ginn just committed to Georgia. That absolutely murders us in recruiting. We can still have an okay class, but that was a lot of our star power out the door. Damn, Ted. That is tough. Okay, we're going to look at the top 25 here. Oh, there's a shit ton of unbeatens. This challenge is going to be tough, boys. This is going to be tough. So we're probably going to be right near the top of the heap when it comes to one-loss teams. But Bama and Georgia, at least those guys will knock each other off. Penn State, hopefully they have to play Michigan still. No, and they play, wow. Baylor, UNLV, it's got to lose. We're going to be in a tough spot once again. We'll look at the Heisman watch. Caleb looks like he's going to take it down. Look at our season stats. Jamarcus, 146 rating is really good, actually. 16 touchdowns, 7 picks is a little more than you'd like to see. 218 a game ain't bad. We're really riding Frank Gore and Willis McGahee, which makes sense. 86, 47. Jamarcus is averaging 31 on the ground as well. Receiving, Andre 553, that's 69 a game. So we're just really kind of spreading it around. Andre's not putting up really crazy stats. Defensively, Chase Smith, DJ Vilma, Wilfork, Sean T. TFL, Smith has the most, Vince Wilfork, DJ, Cyrus Moss, INTs, Sean T and Roll each have 1. Pass deflections, Cromartie playing a bit as a freshman. Force fumbles, fumble recoveries. Do we have any defensive touchdowns? We got Roll and Davis. That's where we sit there. If we look at team stats, like we are not, we'll just go ACC right now. We're 3rd offense in the ACC, 4th pass, 3rd run. We're the 2nd highest scoring. If you look at defensively, we're 3rd in total, like 7 or 8 there for rush, 2nd in pass, 2nd in points. So we're a good team. I don't even think we're really national title. Like, I think talent wise we are, but we haven't played that way. So we got Duke. We have Clemson, who actually is unranked now, but we still got to beat them. 41-7 Duke. Okay. That sucks. We lost Ginn and AP. Damn, bro. We got Ricky Morris commits. And we got a D-end. We have a bunch of guys in for a visit, including Calais Campbell. So it'd be really nice if we got him to commit right now. Oh, Calais, we need you, buddy. If we got Calais, okay, we beat Clemson. If we got Calais Campbell and Chris Long along the D-line in one class, that would be nice. 2 big, like 5-star defensive linemen just to set up our defense. Well, man, I wish we would have just got one of Ted Ginn or AP, but having that Saban factor for next year, I think is going to be absolutely huge. We don't get, we get 3 guys, but we don't get Calais. We got number 9 UNC. Okay, we're going to hop into this UNC game as well. They do have Drake May once again. They're a top 10 team. We got to keep our 1 loss, standing. Right now we're like top 10 OND scoring, which I like to see. Drake May, he's their super stud. So if we can handle him, we'll be all right. 7 versus 9. We're on the road. Going to go through the first quarter here. Got a 7-0 lead. Going to go to half. Okay, we got a 17-10 lead. I think they get the ball, though. We have a big 3rd and 9. Let's see what our defense can do here. Need a stop. This would be a great way to start the half. They're going to try a little screen, but we get a free rusher. We have held May under 100 yards passing. The D has shown up. Punt us that ball. We have a big 3rd and 11 ourselves here, though. Let's see what Jamarcus can do. Big old Jamarcus Russell at QB. We got a bunch to the bottom of the screen here. Plenty of time. Delivers a strike. I think that's Roscoe Parrish. That was a nice throw for Russell. Obviously, there's going to be some pains this year with Russell, just as far as throwing some picks. We did have that loss to Nebraska, but this should set him up next year and beyond to just be, in a really good spot to kind of hopefully take over college football. He always had the talent. Huge, can move, big arm, but let's see if he can put it together. 4th and 6. Looks like we're gonna, oh no, we went for it. Okay, here's a big 3rd and 16. We are in field goal range, so don't get too aggressive. If something's open, throw it, but if not, eat it, live to fight another day, and just take your 3. Okay, here we go. Drops back. Yeah, just check it down. Gain 4 yards, kick your field goal. Parrish has 121 on the day. Drake May just takes him down the field and scores, and now all of a sudden it's a 6-point game. Russell's got a drive going, though. Bursting goal. Touchdown to Rest Pro. There it is. Here's a big 3rd and 13 in the 3rd quarter. Let's see the D get a stop here. They got the bunch to the top right now. Drake May and shotgun. Drops back. That's a little floater, and he's going to be tackled short. 4th and inches. I don't know. They might go for that. No, they punt it away. And we got a big 3rd and 4 ourselves. This is going to be a run, a pass. We got Russell under center. Big I form look here, so I'm guessing run. Gonna motion Kellen Winslow out. Russell's going to hand it off to Willis McGahee, who falls forward for that big first down. Going to do hurry up here. Russell under center, I form. Hands it off to Willis again, who falls forward. You know Willis McGahee can break tackles. Gore might be injured. McGahee has 139 yards, so I'm guessing Frank's not playing today. We're sticking in our I form look here. Our little weak side toss to Willis, goes down 3rd and 3. Going hurry up again. I don't know if I agree with this. No need to bang our head against the wall with this hurry up out of I form, but Willis is tired too. We do weak toss again. Oh, he might have fell. He did fall forward for that first down. Okay. Willis is going to fumble here. Can we chill? Oh, God. Willis, hold the ball. Okay. I don't like, because you can't, when I'm super simming, if they go hurry up, there's nothing I can do. You just have to sit there and watch. Okay, so we're going to super sim a little bit here. 3rd and 3. Okay, nice drive. Touchdown. There we go. So that's going to basically do it. I'm going to go to the end of the game here. 44-28. We get the W. The U up. Let's go. 8 consecutive wins. I like that. Jamarcus, 192 rating, 376, 3 touchdowns. Willis ran for 152. Roscoe is the big receiver today, 121. Oh, I don't think we had Andre. So we were down Frank Gore and Andre Johnson. Damn, we're going to have to look and see how bad those injuries are. Get a few more recruits to commit. Yeah, we got to look at these injuries. Injury report. Oh, okay. So it looks like Andre's fine, but Gore looks like he's out. Luckily, we do have Willis McGahee, so you're really not losing anything. Gonna go look at recruiting here. Oh, man. Calais Campbell visits USC this week. We might have lost Calais. Okay, we play a 3-8 Pitt team. If we lose this, I don't even know. Okay, oh my God, we got a 3-point road win. We're in the top 5. That Nebraska L is just killing me. Nebraska, we might lose Calais this week. We lost Ginn. We lost AP. Okay, we didn't lose Calais. He's still up in the air. So that means we're probably going to be able to go hard at him in the offseason. He'll be one of our major targets, obviously. Then we have a bunch of guys coming in for visits this week. I'm sure I have all scholarships offered to everyone. Yeah, scholarships offered. This is the last week of recruiting. We are on a bye. We do have a bunch of guys just in for a visit. So we're just going to sim through, hopefully get maybe 4 or 5 more guys to sign on the dotted line. We get Brown, Miller, and Brett Walker. So that is going to do it for our recruiting cycle. We're going to play number 8 Wake Forest. And now let's look at the top 25. How many undefeated? We got 3 undefeateds. So we need 2. We need 2 to lose. If 2 lose, we're in. If 1, we're the number 1 team and we play Wake Forest at a top 10 team. But we need 2 to lose. We're going to hop in here. I'm going to super sim this quick. They're the 3rd offense in the country. So they are putting up points. We're still down Frank Gore. They have a few injuries. I'm going to sim through this really quick. We'll just hop in at the end if anything major is happening, but I'm not even going to look at 3rd downs or anything. Oh, because I want to get to those other conference championship games. Just go next quarter. Actually, we'll just go. I didn't mean to watch this play. Well, here's one play on defense. Wake and shotgun, trips to the bottom. Gonna hand this fake handoffs, triple option. Sean Taylor comes in with the nice stick though. Okay, I'm just gonna go end of the game here, but we'll hop in the 4th. So 14-0, 14-7, 24-7, 31-14, 31-21, and we get a touchdown. So that's going to do it. 37-21. We'll just go to the end here. Boom. We win the ACC for the 3rd year in a row. We are going to finish regular season with 1 loss. That Nebraska loss is a killer. 324, 3 tutties. I think McGahee. Why was McGahee not starting? Andre. Emmanuel Henderson was good for us. There we go. Actually, I want to look at defense. I think our defense actually played pretty good. Defensively, that's Leonard Taylor. I was thinking Sean. Had 10 tackles, 3 tackles for a loss, and a sack. Will Fork had a sack. Antrell Roll had a INT. Oh, Nebraska. But once again, it might not even have mattered because we're going to, if we were undefeated, there would be 4 undefeateds right now, and it would just be a crapshoot if we're going to get in. So I want to just go scores and schedules. I want to just kind of sim through these. So we somehow need 2 of these teams to lose. So Alabama, Georgia, we need Alabama to win. Alabama loses. We need somehow Washington to upset USC. They get their shit caved in. And then we need somehow, it's too late now, it doesn't matter, but we would have needed Penn State to 1. So there would have been 4 undefeated teams, and we would have just been like, all right, are we going to get in? So that makes me feel a little bit better about the Nebraska loss. Not a ton better, but a little bit. Like, we've lost 2. If we win this bowl game, we'll lost 2 games in 3 years and not have a national championship to our name. Okay, so Caleb Williams wins the Heisman. We're going to play West Virginia in the Orange Bowl. We are number 4, so we're just going to sim to the end of this right here. We do get the win, so we're 13-1 again. Dub in the Orange Bowl. So this is our 3rd year in a row winning the Orange Bowl. 1 ACC. We've won our conference 3 years in a row, and we have 2 losses in 3 years, and I don't have a national championship. Andre Johnson, most career receiving yards and receptions, receiving TDs. So he's the best receiver in school history, undoubtedly. Okay, let's look at the top 25. We're probably going to be like 3rd. We're 2nd. Oh, so a bunch. Yeah, so USC goes back to back. Or no, I think they lost to Georgia actually last year. Yeah, so they win with Caleb Williams as a senior. And Caleb wins the Heisman. We'll look at all Americans. Caleb. We have some on D. We got our punter 2 years in a row. James Lewis, who we lose. Mike Rumpf, who we lose. And Vince Wilfork. 2nd team. We got some on defense again. Sean T. and Vilma. And Leonard Taylor on the inside. Freshman Jamarcus Russell. Rankin at guard. And Antonio Cromartie at corner. Looking at the season stats, Russell had a pretty freaking good freshman year. He went up all the way to a 90. He started as an 86. 3,300 yards, 36 touchdowns, only 10 picks. Like, by next year, he's going to be like a 95 sophomore. So it might have cost us the Nebraska game starting as a true freshman, but we might not even have made the national championship because there was 4 freaking undefeated teams. And now he's going to be really good by next year. So we still have Frank Gore and Willis McGahee for next year and the year after. Russell also ran for 381 and 2 touchdowns. Like, we could win a Heisman with Russell at some point. We lose Andre. Andre is really it that we lose. And we lose Restro on offense. We lose some guys on defense. Vilma, Lewis, DJ Williams. TFLs, Will Fork, sacks, INTs. Rumpf had a really good year. We lose Rumpf too. So we're actually losing more on defense than offense, really. Defensive touchdowns, roll. Yeah, so that's where we sit. Team stats, where did we finish? So we did finish the 5th best offense, and like 7th or 8th in points per game. Defensively, yeah, we're not on the list, so we'll look at ACC. And yeah, we had a good defense. We had 1st in points per game in the ACC, so we actually might have ranked for points. No, we would have been like 10th or... Oh, okay, kind of far down, actually. So, yeah, like Ohio State averaged like had 100 less points allowed than us. Okay, so that's going to do it, guys. That is year 3. Now we have 13-1, 14-0, 13-1. Oh, we have recruiting battles, but we got to try to win here. Calais is my go-to target. There's our record as well, guys. We have a 7-year contract, so there might be guys trying to leave. Sean T could be trying to leave. Will Fork, a bunch of guys. So we got to get all these guys to stay. Declaring Emmanuel Henderson, you're staying, buddy. Willis, you're staying. Come on. Okay, you're staying. Antrell, come on, buddy. You're staying. Colby, come on, bruh. You're staying. And Dennis, come on, you're staying. Okay, so we don't lose anyone there. Oh, we actually need you, bro. Oh, you were going to be our starting safety, Kevin. So that's unfortunate. We lose the safety, and we have Sean T next year, but we lost that other safety who was like a 99. So let's see if we have any transfer requests in. Our draft results, sure. Andre, first rounder. We had 3 first rounders. Rest Pro in the second. Vilma in the third. Okay. Transfer requests, nothing this year. Hey, recruiting. Calais is going to be, we're going at least 5,000 for Calais. Usually I find if you go 5,000, that pretty much locks them in. Oh, but we are minus 1,000 to SC, so we'll see. So 5,000. I kind of want that Clifton Crooks guy, the QB, even though I don't really need him, but we kind of want to develop a QB. I don't want to ever be caught without a quarterback, right? This Darius Montgomery, a 5-star athlete, no idea what position he plays, but that could be someone we obviously want. We do have an 1,000-point lead on him, so maybe we can get away with like 4K on him. Go another 4,000 maybe for Clifton, and maybe 1,000 on this Chuck Donaldson. Try to get this Thomas Carpenter. I think that's how we're gonna do it. Hopefully, I for sure want Calais. Oh, that might even be, we're 1,000 behind, but I'm just going to send it. National Signing Day. So we had the number 2 class in 01. Last year, we fell down to number 23. We just didn't have enough recruits, yeah. Oh, we didn't get Calais. I think we might have had the number 1 class somehow. We did, but we didn't get Calais. Ah, that sucks. If we would have got Calais, we did get the number 1 class, which is nice. Oh, man. Damn. So number 1 class, we can just look at, how many did we, so I needed to spend another 1,400 on Calais. So I would have had to pay 6,500 to get him. That's a lot. So Arakpo, A&M, Early Doucette, Texas, Ted Ginn, Georgia, Marshawn, Stanford, Ayers, Zach Miller, Texas, Lawrence Timmon, Georgia. We got this Darius Montgomery, AP, Ohio State. Who's Keith Rivers, USC, Glenn Dorsey, UCLA, Pat White, Georgia. Chris Long went to Miami with us. Calais Campbell, we just missed out on Gerard Mayo. Calvin Johnson, I forgot about him. Oh, did we even talk about Calvin Johnson? He might have not been on my list somehow. We might have missed him. But yeah, Calvin Johnson's in this recruiting class. He went to our arch rival, Florida State. And they stole Devin Hester from us. So frickin' Florida State. Okay, so we're gonna go to position changes. We did get some athletes. I always like this because it just kind of feels like a lottery ticket. Brad Anderson, where do you want to play, buddy? Ooh, defense. Ooh, D-end. I always like D-ends or middle linebacker. We're actually probably gonna need a linebacker here, so I'm gonna put you at middle for now. Montgomery, this is the big 5-star. Looks like he's gonna be a wide receiver best. We actually have a lot of wide receivers. Oh my goodness, he is 98 speed. Yeah, we'll play him at wideout. We don't really, we've done good with wideouts, but okay. And then this guy, offensive line or defense. You know what? We need offensive linemen, so we're gonna start you. You're small. We'll start you at center. You're gonna have to gain some weight though, big guy. Okay, did position changes, nothing too crazy. Gotta quickly do my cuts. Okay, cuts are done. Okay, here we are at the start of season 4. We're just gonna quickly look at the roster, then I'll make the next recruiting class. Okay, QB, we got Jamarcus Russell, who's a sophomore, went up to a 96. We have a really good backup. I actually like this Clifton Crooks. I think he could develop into something decent. Yeah, so we're great at QB now. All of a sudden we have 2 great running backs. We need to get some recruits in behind them. Wide receiver, we got Henderson, Parrish, and Henderson's only a junior, so Parrish and Young are seniors, and we have Smith a senior, and then we have some younger guys who are developing as well. So Yeah, this Montgomery, yeah, we kind of need a low-key, like 98 speed. This guy could turn out really good. Kellen, only a junior. We do need some tight ends behind them, but we have 2 great junior tight ends. Seymour is going to be good for us this year. Joseph, one of the best offensive linemen in the country, along with Dennis. Moore looks pretty good, and yeah, so our O-line looks solid. Moss is going to be good. Yeah, we have 2 nice DNs. Great interior. Great interior. Yeah, Bistant, McIntosh. And yeah, we have our D is going to be really good again. Three, but 2 senior corners. So we need some corners coming up next year. Luckily, we got Cromartie the other year. Sean T as a senior. Yeah, safety. We got to get some safety recruits in as well. So that is what the team is going to look like, guys. I like our team better this year than last, mostly because the QB position is squared away. Jamarcus, I actually want to go look at his stats kind of just because Jamarcus low-key could be unbelievable for us. So he's 81 speed. He's 6'6", 245. And awareness went up to 89. He can truck and break tackles. When I created him, I think his arm strength was 95. So it went up to 96. 85 throw on the run or throw accuracy. Like, he is a freak of nature. Yeah, all things. This could be our year, guys. Caleb Williams is gone. This could be it. All right, guys, so here we go. I just finished the recruiting class. So this is going to be the start of the 2004 season. And that makes this the 2005 recruiting class. This is another pretty good one. Really good at some positions, just decent at others. So there's some classes coming up that are just overall just crazy. Like next year's class, I'm pretty sure is pretty freaking insane, but this class is good. So we are going to go through and yeah, we'll see what we got. So QBs, we got 3. We got Colt McCoy, we got Chase Daniels, and we got Mark Sanchez. And we are actually not on any of their lists. We are on this Freddie Witherspoon. We're first on his, and we kind of could use a QB, but it's also not like dire. I'll probably go after this Byers as well. Like, we have Russell, who's going to start for another, 3 years unless he leaves early. So we should be pretty good there. Okay. Running back. This is a really good class. We got 4, but man, no, we got 5. Holy, we got so many. We got Jonathan Stewart, Darren McFadden, Jamal Charles, Steve Slayton, Rashard Mendenhall, and Ray Rice. And we're really not on any of their lists, which is kind of unfortunate and wild. I think I'm going to go after Jamal Charles, even though we're not on we're not on his list. None of them are really from Florida, which kind of is hurting us. But we'll go after Ray Rice. We are 4th on his, and then Jamal Charles, just because he's freaking Jamal Charles. Yeah, maybe we'll just go after this guy as well. Going down to wide receivers, and we got 3. We got Deshaun Jackson, Darius Hayward-Bay, and Mario Manningham. All 3 pretty good. Deshaun Jackson is, I'd love Deshaun or Hayward Bay. They would just bring such a big speed element to our offense. We have a few other 5 stars who are pretty high on their list. So I think we'll go after all those guys and this guy here. So good group of receivers. It'd be nice to lock some down if we could somehow get Deshaun. We've missed out on the speedsters. Like, I would have loved Hester. Who is it last year? Ted Ginn Jr. Now we got Deshaun Jackson. I would really love to get one of these speedsters. We have no tight ends, but we have a 5-star who we're first on his list. A couple 4 stars there and another 4-star there, so we'll go after those. Offensive line, there's only one offensive. Oh no, there's 2. There's Michael Orr and Eugene Monroe. So 2 good tackles. We're not on Monroe's list. We are we are on Michael Orr, so we're gonna go after him. Yeah, that's kind of it. My strategy is always to go hard after O-line. Just because you need to start 5, and that can be a really big weakness to your team if you don't hit it. We don't have any custom-made guards, so we'll just go after some of the higher-ranked ones that are after us. Then we'll go centers. Once again, no custom centers. We do have a 3-star who we're first with. We'll just go after him. Defensive ends, we actually have no custom ones either in this class. Wasn't a very good D-line class at all. Go after that guy. Maybe this guy here. D tackles, there's only 1, but he is the freaky of all freaky. It is Ndamukong Suh. He's from up you know, the Pacific Northwest. He went to Nebraska, but yeah, doesn't look like he's interested in us, but you know, he's going to be an absolute freak for whoever gets him. This Espinosa looks pretty good. Go after him. Maybe this Terrace Brown too. Then if we go, I don't know if we have any outsides. I think they're all middles. So we'll see here. We only have 9 spots left, so I don't want to fill this up too fast. There are some really good middles, so hopefully some of them want to come here. We got Curtis Lofton, James Laurinaitis, Brian Cushing, and Ray Lewis. Cushing seems to be the only one who's interested, so we'll go after him. Maybe we'll go after this guy as well. Davis. We only have 6 spots left, so I might have to drop some guys as well. We have 2 corners. It is oh no, we only have 1 corner. So it's Walter Thurmond. Oh, that's supposed to be Thurmond. Walter Thurmond. He went to Oregon, played for the Seahawks for a long time. Not interested in us, but pretty good player. We'll go after those guys. Then we have 2 safeties. So free safety, we have Malcolm Jenkins. We are 7th on his list, but we're only 430 away. Yeah, I'm going to have to drop some guys. So we're going to go after him. Then strong safety, we have Kenny Phillips, who actually did go to Miami in real life. We're going to go after him as well. We actually really could use some safeties. That's actually going to fill up our board. So I'm going to see for athletes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to open up a few spots just so we can go after some athletes. Okay, opened up a few spots for us. So we have, you know, 2 5-stars and a 4th-star athlete we're going to go after. So that is the board. Looks pretty good this year. It definitely seemed like we're getting a little better as far as getting some of those top prospects. If you look where we are at, I don't know how we're not have better coach stability. It says we're 0 years at the school. I mean, I've been here. Oh, that's my, okay, I see. It's including my coordinators, but yeah, athletic facilities, need to upgrade those a little bit. Academic prestige, like Miami's a pretty good academic school actually. So there we go. Obviously proximity to home, stuff like that can be affected as well. We just need some good guys from Florida, and that can increase their chances of coming to us. Okay, now we are going to go through our red shirts here. I'm going to do this Clifton Cooks, who we brought in. Freshman, I might as well do Rosario. Wideouts, I'm going to do this Montgomery. I'm going to do both these guys, might as well, actually. Honestly, it's probably worth doing Roscoe this year because we have the 2 seniors in behind them. Sit Roscoe for a year, then we still have Henderson and Roscoe next year. I think I'm going to do that. We're going to sit Jones this year. O-line. I'll do Brown this year. Do this junior. We're going to sit Chris Long for a year. We don't really need him this year. We have a lot of depth at D-tackle, even if we don't have like super studs. Okay, that's it for linebackers. Yeah, we definitely got to get some secondary guys in here. Gonna redshirt him. I mean, we have 2 sophomores who should be pretty decent next year. For us at safety, we're starting 1 this year who's just okay. Jamarcus Russell, that is just such a huge help this year, having how good Jamarcus is. I'm gonna play my punter at kicker also. Yeah, we sat Roscoe, and that's still our top 3, a 95, a 95, and a 91. And a few of them are seniors, so that's just gonna buy us a year. I like that. Okay, we're going to look at our schedule. B+ this year. We're starting with Notre Dame. I'm going to move them to home. We might as well. That is a tough game to start out with. We have Clemson, who's unranked, but they'll probably be decent. Florida State early, North Carolina late, ended off with Pitt. So one of our, you know, we're usually around a B. It seems like only year 1 we were in the C's for how difficult our schedule was. Okay, we're going to look at the preseason polls. So we are coming in at number 2. Our special teams are just okay. Everything else, we're looking pretty good. But look at all the... SC's 99, we're 99. Georgia's 99. Ohio State's 99. Penn State and Bama are both 99. Wake and North Carolina look good in the ACC. We play 99 overall Notre Dame. Texas is 99. Michigan's 99. So there's some really, really good teams this year. Gonna look at Heisman Watch. Branson Robinson at Georgia. Raleek Brown at SC. Preseason All-Americans. Buchner at Notre Dame. No first teams for the U. We only have 1 second team also. Our center. Crazy. So I feel a little disrespected right now at the U. We've lost 2 games in 3 years. Want to look at some of the other rosters and just see how they're looking, how we shake out. That's where we look like with just 99s and really good players. You go Bama, they look pretty good. Not quite as good as us, just at the top, but they have Jalen Milroe still. 96 QB who can run, do it all. Really good in the backfield. Leon Washington's a stud for them. Really good at wide receiver. They got Benu Bumanu. We remember a few years ago, they got Mario Williams, which I'm sure by now. Oh my gosh, look at the DNs they got. They got Tamba Ali, Lamar Woodley, and Mario Williams. Wow. So their D-line is absolutely stacked. Go to Clemson, just see. They have a good... Oh, they got Marcus Vick at QB. So they have a couple of good QBs along with Klubnik. Yeah, they look pretty good. Like, they're not an easy team when we play them. So Florida, we're not on our schedule. Florida State, though. They got Hester's a 99 now. Yeah, I wish we would have got him. We were close. They got AJ Duffy throwing to him. They got a good team, not great this year though. Georgia looks very good. Starks, Lorenzo Booker. So this guy's the Heisman favorite, but Booker's the starter. Yeah, I mean, they're going to be good. They have still a good QB. They got Pat White they got a few years ago. Yeah, they are pretty loaded. Decent at wide receiver. They got Ted Ginn coming up. Look at their tight end. So yeah, Georgia's very good. I'm glad we're not in the SEC and we don't have to play them. Michigan's 99. They got Haloti Ngata. They look pretty good. North Carolina on our schedule. This is the last year they have Drake May. I'm excited for him to leave. That's just going to make things a lot easier when we play them. They're good, but obviously May just makes them better. We have Notre Dame early, so obviously we want to look at them. Tyler Buchanan's their best player. Big time QB. Yeah, they look really deep. They don't have the high-end talent that we do, but just deep all the way down. Ohio State, they lost a ton of talent last year. They got Nick Mangold, Eric Winston. They got some O-linemen in. They're going to be really good, but they lost just so much from last year. So Devin Brown, Kyle McCord fighting it out. It looks like Devin Brown's going to start. Still have a 96 running back. Still good receivers, but they definitely lost some receiving talent. Same at tight end. Fred Davis they brought in. So they're good for sure. Penn State was 99. They got Singleton. They got Sean Merriman on their D-line. Drew Aller still as a senior. Yeah, they're going to be really good. Go down. Texas was 99. They got Quinn Ewers, Kane, Harden behind them. LaRon Landry they got. Wow, they are deep. They have 90s far down their roster. I think USC was the other big one. They are defending national champions, but obviously they lost Caleb Williams, so that is going to hurt them. Miller Moss looks good. Nothing great in behind him. Relique they got. Have they been getting some big time recruits? I feel like they've gotten good recruiting classes. I don't know if there really are guys though. Free safety, Zachariah Branch, Domani Jackson. How D-line, have they got anybody? Yeah, so they haven't really been getting our recruits, like the custom guys, the real life guys, even though they have been getting pretty good recruiting classes. Ahmad Brooks is one. Yeah, so there we go. That is where we're sitting there. Okay, so now my skill tree is basically maxed for scouting. So like I said, we have that Saban thing where now when I offer guys scholarships and we are first or they're first on our board, we can get an auto commit right away, and it's a 20% chance. So this can help a ton. We're going to go down. I'm just going to offer whoever we are number one on their board, which not a lot of guys so far. So we get a receiver right there. Nice 4-star receiver. We get a center. We get a D-end. This is just huge too, because I don't have to spend points trying to recruit these guys, right? Like I can just focus on other people. It's going to just help make the recruiting so much easier. So I was going after a lot of guys. We're not number one, but we got 3 recruits just dialed in right away. Now I'm going to start spending here, and I'm just going to show you guys what our rankings look like at the end. This is what our board is going to look like. Jenkins is probably the player I want the most, along with Michael Orr. Sean Ratliff will move down a little bit, but then we got Ray Rice and Jamal Charles. I'm just going to kind of see whichever one we're actually doing better with. I'll probably just pull off the other one. Then we have a few DBs. We got Kenny Phillips, Arnold Stewart right here. Kind of similar. Whichever one I'm kind of doing better, I'll probably pull the other one. I'm going to go pretty hard after this Freddie Witherspoon. Try to get another QB in. I just never want to be not having an elite quarterback. So Cushing, Deshaun, kind of the same thing with these receivers. Whichever one Deshaun or Hayward Bay we're doing better with, I'll just pull from the other. And yeah, that's right, what the rest of the board is like. And like, obviously it's nice getting those 3 guys locked in. We already got, you know, 3 3-star and 2 4-stars already locked in. So that helps. Okay, so we have Toledo week 1. We are just going to simulate through. 45-13 win. Oh, Notre Dame actually ended up losing week 1. Wow, we actually jumped into the lead for Ray Rice, and I offered him a scholarship and he accepted, so that's huge. And this Arnold Stewart offered him a scholarship, he accepted, so that's big. We're doing well there. Okay, we fell way behind with Deshaun and Hayward Bay. We actually jumped up and we offered him and he commits. Wow, okay. Wow, so we just got some big commitments there. Ray Rice, Arnold Stewart, and Hayward Bay. We're going to drop Deshaun out now, but there we go. That's huge. Now our recruiting class already is really coming together. Okay, we got Notre Dame. They lost week 1. It's at home. We better freaking win this. Oh my goodness. These early season L's are absolutely murdering us. Like, what the hell? Now, once again, we're going to be fighting tooth and nail this whole time just to even get close. So that is super disappointing. I just don't even know what to say right now. I'm just giving out points. I don't even want to think about it. Oh my goodness, guys. I'm just really angry. Like, how are we doing that? We lose at home to Notre Dame. And now our season could be all for naught right away again. Gonna sim through FAU. Big win, but man, we're just gonna need a lot of help now. We got to try to sneak in as a 1-loss team again. What we need, basically, we can have max 1 unbeaten team, and we need help. You know, it's tough. We got some recruits ready to visit. We look like we're gonna have an amazing recruiting class, which does make me feel a lot better. Okay, we got a bye week. Just gonna sim through. Oh, we got back-to-back buys. Okay, so now we just got off 2 buys. We're at Clemson. This has got to be a win. 42-10. That's a big win. Then we got Florida State. Got to get a dub again. I mean, we got to win every game. So back-to-back ranked opponents. So Florida State didn't look great this year. They got some good players like Hester. They actually got a young Calvin Johnson, but he's a little ahead of, you know, schedule. He's not like a dynamic guy we have to super worry about right now. Okay, we got locked out on a few of these guys. We're gonna open the door here. Should get us right back in the ball game with Mr. Phillips. We're gonna unlock Singleton here. Get right back in the ball game with him as well. Wow, FSU's unranked now. If we lose, I'm gonna be pissed. UNC's our last ranked opponent. 38-0 every game now. I'm just like, oh, are we gonna blow this? Even though we lost 3 games in 3 years, but like, you can't in this, you just can't lose. You gotta go, you gotta run the table. We gotta take home a natty. We need, if I want to beat the challenge, I need 7, even 6 to tie Saban. I've been kind of thinking too, I want to do this with a bunch of teams, and I could almost just track what team over a 16-year period I won the most with. So far I've done rebuilding 07 Bama, 16 years, I won 7. I'm trying Miami right now. Maybe I only win 5 or 4 with them, and then I try USC and see how many I can win with them, stuff like that. I'm getting this error where it's okay, we got locked out with orb, but we can open the door again. Did someone just commit somewhere? Someone big? Who was that? Oh, Malcolm Jenkins went to Notre Dame. He was like my number 1 I wanted. Jamal went to USC. I didn't care about Jamal just because we got Ray Rice already, but damn. Okay, we're gonna go hard now after Singleton now. Espinosa will go hard. We're gonna get that guy. Oh, I gotta make sure everyone's on visits here. Man, I would have liked Jenkins. We need some secondary help. I actually don't really need this QB. Okay, we got Georgia Tech. They're unranked. Should be a win. 34-10. Yeah, I might have spoiled myself doing that Bama one first and winning 7 in 16 years. It is gonna be tough. You just can't lose. Like, so far we've lost 3 games in 4 years, and we've got a goose egg unless we are able to win this year. So it's just not easy. Did we just lose someone else? Sean Ratliff, big D end. Okay, we got 5-1 Duke. Somehow they're unranked, but they actually look like they're a decent team. We are able to get it done. That's going to put us at 6-1. Going to go one more game, then we're going to look at the top 25 and just kind of see where we're sitting there. Okay, we got big tight end. Someone committed to Notre Dame, though. We got Witherspoon, the QB, in for a visit this week. Might be able to get him to sign. Okay, Western Kentucky. Should be an easy win. Pretty big win. Okay, so now we're going to go check out, Gonna go look at the top 25. They're better. Like, they're giving me max like 2 or 3 undefeateds right now. If there's 5 or 6, we might be just shit out of luck again. We did get that QB, so that's nice. We have Va Tech ahead of us this week. Okay, so that's good. 3 unbeatens. Alabama and Auburn play each other. So that's going to automatically knock one of them off. There's going to be a bunch of one-loss teams, but like, what can we do? We just got to hope they like us the most, whatever arbitrary numbers they spit out. But one of those teams is going to lose. And Auburn plays Georgia this week. They might lose that. Boise, this is the one. They play nobody. Boise might be our kryptonite. Okay, actually, I want to look at some stats. I don't know why, guys. Sometimes the letters, this is a ported from an old game. Sometimes the letters on the screen will miss and be gone, whatever. Okay, Jamarcus Russell, 2,100 yards, 21, bringing his interceptions down, 272 yards per game. I like it. Frank and Willis, 1-2 punch back there. Jamarcus adding his own, they're just literally, they're basically splitting it right down the middle. 89-90, 6.5 per carry, 73.1 versus 73.2. Yeah, they're basically just 1 for 1. Russell's doing well on the ground, just adding a little flair as well. Manuel Henderson is our go-to receiver. Kellen Winslow, only a junior. Like, we still have him back next year. Not that dominant number 1. We are just really just giving the ball to everyone. Let everyone eat. Nobody's kind of the number 1. Cromartie is the most tackles on the team. It's kind of weird. TFLs, Moss. Cromartie is 9 TFLs, 2.5 sacks. He must be playing nickel and just getting a lot that way. Antrell Roll has 3 picks. Sean T has 1. Pass deflections. Antrell Roll has 10. Cromartie has 5. Forced fumbles. Cromartie has 2. Okay, Cromartie is all over the place, making plays. Only a sophomore. We'll look at team stats. Total offense. We're not even on the board, ladies and gentlemen. We're 5th in total offense. We'll just go ACC. We're 2nd in the ACC in offense, or sorry, 1st in offense, 2nd in scoring behind North Carolina with Drake May. We go defense, we're the number 2 defense. So it looks like us and UNC are definitely the best teams. We're by far the best scoring defense, though. So this is one of our better teams we've had, I think, on paper. It sucks. We already have an L, but it is what it is. Okay, Va Tech. And then we got UNC. Win, but a little closer than I would have liked. We're actually going to hop in and watch some of this UNC game. Oh, we lost Michael Orr. He went to Florida State. Oh, I would have liked Michael Orr. Lost a couple of offensive linemen to Florida State. That sucks. Okay, UNC 7-2. We're 5th in the country. Can't see the overalls because for whatever reason, that's all screwed up. So UNC is actually the highest scoring offense in the country. We're 6th. We're actually the number 2 scoring defense in the country. They're 13th. So, oh, and we have a ton of guys in for visits this week. This is our big visit week. So yeah, be nice to get it done. Keep obviously 1 loss. Beat Drake May in his senior year. Knock them totally out of contention. Okay, we're gonna go through the first quarter here. Okay, 7-0. Gonna go to the second or halftime. Okay, 21-7. We have a nice lead here. They just go down and score there, though. Okay, we have a big 3rd and 9 here. So we're up 7. Should be a nice conversion. Keep it a drive going, try to score. But if not, we can still kick a field goal. Jamarcus in empty here. They're going to run QB draw. Don't really love the play call. And North Carolina comes up with the big stop. Feel good. No, oh, we missed the field goal. And Drake May goes down and scores just about at the start of the 4th. Luckily, Jamarcus goes right down and scores. Okay, we got a huge 3rd and 3 out of field goal range. Would force them to punt us the football. Up 7. Drake May drops back. Fires a dot. It looked like we had 3 guys right there. That was a laser from Drake. Absolute laser. Oh, the underneath coverage was on its way. What a pass. Okay, another huge 3rd and 9. Here we could hold him to a field goal. May's only got 6 incompletions. Antonio Cromartie has another 3 TFLs and a sack. What is up with this dude? Right into our defensive end. There we go. Drake May going down. That is going to keep us up for getting the ball back. Oh my God, he went for it and got it. He went for it on 4th and 15 and got it. I just thought he'd kick a field goal. Oh my gosh. Okay, Winslow. 3rd and 3. 7-yard rush. Minus 3rd and 7. Jamarcus Russell, 3rd and 7, 3:25 left, out of field goal range. We need it. We need it right now. Drops back, finds a guy over the middle, drops it in, and we get the first down. I believe that's Willis McGahee. Nice little check down to Willis. Fight for us, and we get the first down. We're going to do a little bit of hurry up here. Jamarcus under center, little single back with McGahee behind him. Quick slant over the middle, and we complete it to our number 1 receiver, Emmanuel Henderson. He's got 11 catches for 119 yards. Jamarcus is slinging it. 5 incompletions on the day. Absolutely killing it. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. We get a little slot jet sweep there. Gonna go out of bounds. That's gonna give us 2nd and 8. Gonna keep going. Hurry up though. Jamarcus back under center here. Tight or trips to the bottom. Motioning a receiver across the formation. Plenty of time. Fires it in for a big completion to Emmanuel Henderson again. Big time play. 12 receptions for Emmanuel. Yeah, Jamarcus has 5 incompletions and 4 touchdowns. So he has been shredding this UNC defense. Only a true sophomore. Absolutely crazy. Does a little read option, but gives it to McGahee, who falls forward. Big pickup. We love the hurry up. We love the hurry up. McGahee's tired. Don't fumble this ball. 2:30 left. Trying to go up 7. Russell drops back. Throwing back corner. Oh, that would have been nice. Going back corner on the corner route. Okay, it's 3rd and 5. Jamarcus in shotgun. Trips to the bottom. Running back in the flat. Pressure. Oh, and he's going down. I was gonna say we'd go for it, but 4th and 14, we have got to kick the field goal. Damn, what are they doing here? They called a timeout. Okay, we're gonna kick the field goal. Field goal is good. Yeah, let's see what Drake's got. 5-yard rush, 15 yards, 10-yard penalty, 2nd and 20, 3rd and 13. Money downs, 1:30 left, up 3. We need to stop. We have an elite defense. They got to come up and be elite. They're going to hand it off. They get about 5 yards on the play, and now all of a sudden it's 4th and 9. Game on the line right here on the right arm of Drake May. On the road, stuck 3. They're already 1 for 1 on 4th downs. This is the ball game, folks. If we stop them, it's over. Bring in pressure, little hook, and we come up and make a great tackle. There we go. A minute left. They have 2 timeouts. I think we can knee this. 4-yard rush. 4-yard rush, Willis. 2-yard rush, Willis. Russell knee. There it is. We win by 3. Jamarcus Russell was an absolute beast. Drake May played well, good also, but Jamarcus was so good. What a getting Jamarcus was. He might have cost us a game against Nebraska early last year, but now he's already a sophomore and debatably the best QB in the country. Like, we'll look at his stats at the end of the year compared to these guys, but he is just absolutely killing it. 193 rating, 6 incompletions, 4 touchdowns, 395 yards. McGahee and Gore were just okay today. Henderson and Winslow were our big options. Brashad Smith did good as well. There we go. Big time win versus UNC. We had a bunch of recruits in there. 2 unranked teams to end it. Should have 4 or 5 recruits sign on the dotted line after that game. Hopefully 2, maybe only 3. I don't know how many exactly we had, but we had a decent amount in that for that game. I think we're probably going to end up with the #1 recruiting class in the country again as well. Okay, we got Cushing, Espinosa, Mooney, and Waters. So yeah, we got 4 ready to rock. Yeah, we're going to have a nice recruiting class. We got locked out by this Terrace Brown. Might as well just open the door. That's our last one, but why not? So Kenny Phillips would be the big one. When's he in for? He was just in. So if we could have signed him, otherwise, who's he still visiting? He's still visiting Georgia last week of the year. He could sign then. Otherwise, everyone else, like I'd like this Antonio Wilson, stuff like that. We've kind of shot at the big guns. Everyone else is kind of filler. Other than Kenny Phillips. If we got Kenny Phillips, that would basically wrap up this class in a great way. Okay, so UVA, let's get this win. Oh, come on. We lose to unranked UVA. That's it. That wraps it. We have 0 shot now. 0 shot. We have a finalist for the Heisman. We're going to play 1 in 10 Pitt, but it literally does not matter. That is tough, boys. Tough. I'm just at a loss for words. Like I'm flabbergasted. I don't know what to say. You can't lose 2 games. The season is over. It's tough. Tough. So we got Pitt. We can still, you know, win the ACC. We barely beat Pitt. Like 10-point win against a one-win team. We are losing a ton of talent going to next year. This might have been our best team on paper. Lose Sean T. Lose some of the guys. Roll. That's tough. We're just going to go to conference championship weekend. Like the fact I'm going to go 4 years at the U without winning a ring. Like we've lost 4 games in 4 years, so it's great, cool. But we're about rings. We want those championships. Yeah, we got 4 more on the docket now. We're gonna play Wake Forest again. Kenny Phillips is gonna be our big. Yeah, like I'm basically going all in on Kenny. I'll throw some at this Terrace Brown. The other guys can get a little bit too, but it's basically all in for Kenny Phillips. We have 7 5-stars. So this was by far our best recruiting class as well. The championships will come, but that's just tough. Let's look at the top 25. So it would have been tough anyway because Bama and Boise, unless Bama lose to Vandy, we wouldn't have gotten in anyway. So that makes me feel a little better, but we can't keep losing games at the start of the year. Like Bama's going full. They probably have a harder schedule every year, and they're able to go through 12-0. We got to do the same. We have to. It's just the way it is. Okay, so I'm just going to sim through this Wake game. If we lose this, okay, we get the 42-28. So that's going to be our 4th straight ACC. Obviously, that's cool, but we want rings. We want rings. The 7 rings might be out the window. I would need 7 rings in the next 12 years. Not saying it's impossible. Jamarcus Russell gets 2nd in the Heisman to Leon Washington. Crazy. So yeah, like I said, it seems like we already have maybe the best quarterback in college football. Big arm, can move, he can do it all. We're gonna play SMU. Is this probably the Orange Bowl? It's going to be Bama versus Boise State. So we wouldn't have got into that game either way. But still, we got to stop losing those. Yeah, we're just going to sim through SMU. This is the Orange Bowl. Yeah, so we're trying to win our 4th Orange Bowl in a row as well. We don't want 3 losses, obviously, either. Like 3 losses just sounds like too many. 2004... we won 49-13. So this year we went 12-2, dub in Orange Bowl, 1 ACC. I might give us the split natty actually too. I kind of forgot about that. We went 14-0, undefeated. Like I said, sound off in the comments. Do you think I should count that as a natty? Split natty. They used to do that around 2002 anyway. Like if I go 14-0 and I just lose out because there's too many undefeated teams, what do you guys think? Ken Dorsey, we just beat Ken Dorsey's record from 2 years ago. Jamarcus Russell, most passing yards, beat Dorsey's passing touchdown record as well. So only a sophomore and an absolute freak. Like we already seen, but he got second in the Heisman to Leon Washington. So Leon must have been really good this year. 1,600 yards rushing and 525 yards receiving and 28 touchdowns. So he was incredible at Alabama. Look at our All-Americans. We got Jamarcus, Dennis, Broussard, Cromartie. We're going to look at Cromartie's stats. Oh, and Vince Wilfork. Cromartie was, we might even just look at it. Look what he did this year. 50 tackles, 5.5 sacks as a DB with 5 picks, 8 pass deflected, forced fumbles. Oh, it's not even showing TFLs. Oh, tackles for loss. He had 18 tackles for a loss somehow. I don't even get how that's possible. He just had like maybe the best corner season ever. Second team, we had Davin Joseph, our other defensive tackle, our right tackle. Did we have any freshmen? We got our center, and that's it. Gonna look at the season stats. So yeah, Jamarcus led the country in passing without a receiver getting over 1,000 yards. So he's just dialing it up. He's going to everyone. 195 rating as a sophomore, already a 99. 4,300 yards, 41 touchdowns, 5 picks, 69 completion percentage. Absolutely insane. Gore seemed to pull ahead a little bit of Willis there. He also ran for 557, 7 touchdowns. Yeah, 81 a game there. Crazy. Emmanuel Henderson, like I said, was our #1 receiver. Kellen Winslow going to be back next year. Henderson's back too, and we get Roscoe Parrish, who actually redshirted. So yeah, we're going to be stacked. Cromartie, what the hell? Led the team in tackles, 18 TFLs, 5.5 sacks, 5 ints, 8 pass deflections. I've never seen a DB ever have anything even close to that. That's insane. Moss, Cromartie, QB sacks, Moss, Cromartie, INTs, Cromartie, roll. So Sean T, this is going to wrap his career up. Good career. Wasn't like insanely playmaker, but very good. Cromartie looks like he's going to be the most dynamic playmaker that we've had. In the secondary, who was our kick returner this year? Willis McGahee and Gore. They both just kind of split that along with their carries. We'll look at team stats. So in total offense, we were 2 points. We were 7 or 8 or whatever that is. Defense points, we were like, yeah, 8 or 9, whatever. So pretty good, pretty balanced throughout. In the ACC, we were the 3rd total defense and 1st in points. So yeah, we're a really good team. We've always been a good team, but can we break through? Can we get to the mountaintop? They called us, yeah, like 10 this year. We're better than 10. We're better than 10. Alabama wins it. Alabama, Jalen Milroe, Leon Washington won the Heisman. That was their schedule. Yeah, I mean, they really only played they really only played Georgia. Everyone else was kind of cupcakes, but okay, that is going to wrap up season 4. We have, yeah, a few recruits, obviously. I mean, we're definitely staying at the U. That's our record. 4 straight ACCs, 4 straight Orange Bowls, 52-4 in 4 years. Yeah, so we're ready to rock. We just got to get a ring. You two, like I said, sound off. Let me know. Should I count that split, Natty? I'm tempted to. Let's see. Players leaving. Transfer JMU. Yeah, I don't care. You're not good. Rocky. Yeah, you're not leaving, dog. Cooper. Come on. You're not leaving, dog. Javin. Come on. You're not leaving, dog. We want you back. We're going to go try to win a ring. We did lose some studs this year, though. LT Roll, or not LT, Leonard Taylor Roll, Sean T. But like, we lost some high end, but we're going to have a really good team next year as well. See if we got any transfer requests. Nothing. Okay, so wrap up the recruiting here. I'm giving 75. I'm giving $8,000, 8,000. I don't really care about anybody else. Like, if we lose him, I'm going to be so just pissed. So I might go like 10. Honestly, I don't really even care about the other guys. I'm going 10. I don't care. I'll give Terrence Brown 3,000, whatever. But 5-star safety, we need safeties. He might start for us this year. Yeah, Kenny. This guy's he's a 3-star. Like, if I don't get him, I just don't really care. We've gotten a ton of receivers, I think. Like, I'm not too worried about it. We got like, there are a bunch of receivers. I don't know, man. Like, none of these guys do I really care. I mean, he's a 4-star. Doesn't hurt to have, but okay, that's gonna do it. We're gonna go National Signing Day. If we don't get Kenny Phillips off that, I don't even know what to tell you. He's the only one we get. I don't really care. We did get the #1 class still. 8 5-stars. So we've got back-to-back #1 recruiting classes as well. Oh, I want to just kind of look, actually. I like to kind of look at just all prospects and see where some of the big guys went. So Jonathan Stewart went to UW. McFadden went to Arkansas. Jamal Charles went to SC. Steve Slayton went to Georgia. Deshaun Jackson. Look at the speed on USC. Jamal Charles and Deshaun Jackson coming in together with Colt McCoy throwing him the football. We get Darius Hayward-Bay. Rashad Mendenhall goes to Illinois. Lofton. Walter Thurmond, not Thurman, is going to UCLA. Sue's going to Oregon. Mario Manningham, Ohio State. We get Ray Rice. Malcolm Jenkins going to Notre Dame. Gene Monroe. SC had a class too. Damn, they had a really good class. We get Kenny Phillips. So yeah, that is what we are looking like, boys. Gonna go to position changes here. I always find this interesting, especially if we get some athletes. We get 1 5-star. Where does he want to play? Either wide receiver or running back. So I'm going to have to see which one we need more. This guy looks like he's going to play defense, which I like. Yeah, we're just going to play you at strong safety. So running back, we got Ray Rice in, who's going to be an absolute stud for us. We got some good receivers. But with Ray Rice, we'll move that guy to wide out. Okay, position changes, nothing too crazy. All right, so here we are. Start of the 05 season. We're just going to quickly look at the roster. Then I'm going to make the recruiting. Oh my God. Look at the 99s, boys. Yeah, this is probably our best team on paper. QB 99, 94 backup. And we got a few freshmen who we're bringing along who could turn out to be players. 299 running backs. And then next year we're going to have Ray Rice. 299 senior receiver. Yeah, this is our year. Then we got some young guys. Hayward-Bay is going to develop. Reed will probably be our #1 next year. But yeah, we got some young guys in the wings. This Montgomery, that's the guy we recruited. 99 speed. Like that. Kellen Winslow, senior. 2 senior tight ends. And then we got Ed Jones. We got some freshmen, young guys coming up. But yeah, this is... I've been looking. We got to recruit some O-line. We haven't done. I haven't done as good as I would have liked recruiting O-line. We're a good O-line this year, but it's a lot of upperclassmen. We got to get some young guys in. We got Moss with Long behind him and this David Brown. Kelly, yeah, like we're stacked this year. Vince Wilfork, 2 other really good juniors, and then some young guys coming up. This Wesley Bisnath guy, senior, looks really good. With a senior Rocky McIntosh beside him with Brian Cushing waiting in the wings. This guy's just okay, but there we go. Got junior Cromartie with Russell. We got to get some more corners in here as well. We got this Michael White who looks pretty good. We got this other good safety, and looks like Kenny Phillips is actually going to start. So I'm glad we were able to lock him down. Good kicker, good punter. Yeah. This is the year we need to get it done, guys. Okay, I'm going to make this recruiting class. All right, guys, so here we go. We are starting our 5th season. This is going to be 2005, the 2006 recruiting class. I just made it. This is a very good class. Probably the best class we have had so far. Some really good players from Florida that I hope I can nail down. I think this is a chance to set us up really, really good. So we are going to begin the recruiting process. There's 2 guys. They are my #2 players I want. Let's see what we can do. So getting into QBs, and we're not on his list. Tebow is my #1. We actually might be, though. It's only showing 4. We're going to go after Tebow. The other ones are Jake Locker, Matthew Stafford, and Sam Bradford. So this is a great quarterback class. We're going to go after Locker and Tebow and just call it there. If we got Jake Locker, he's kind of a poor man's Tebow, I would be pretty freaking happy with that. But that's the 4 QBs, very good. Okay. We're going to have 5 running backs. Somehow we're not on one of their lists. We got Noshawn Marino, LaShawn McCoy, DeMarco Murray, CJ Spiller, which I think I'm going to add him. I'm shocked we're not on his list because he is from Florida, and Beanie Wells. So 5 nice running backs. We'll sort. Yeah, we're really not high. We'll go after this Freeman. He's a good 4-star. We just got Ray Rice, so we don't need a running back super bad, but there we go. Okay, going down to wide receivers, there's only 3. Oh my goodness, we're not on Percy's list. I'm gonna add him just cuz. And Michael Crabtree and Kenny Britt, so we're actually not on any of their lists either. That is surprising. Percy Arvin and Tim Tebow were my number 1 and 2 players that I want in the whole class. Looking at some of the other receivers, we're actually not doing great with the wideouts right now. Maybe add those guys right there. Okay, we have no tight ends, but we'll go look at the list. 4-star we're first, another 4-star we're third. Seems like tight ends definitely are interested in coming here. We'll go after those guys. Okay, then going down to offensive tackles, we have 3 of them, and there's one that I would love. Trent Williams, we're not on his list. I'm going to add him. Screw it. We got Andre Smith as well, and then Jeff Otah are the 3 created guys. We definitely need some offensive linemen. Trent Williams, I would love. I'm shocked. Like, we're not even on any 4 or 5 stars lists. Go down to guard. No created guys, so we'll just go through, add 4-star. A 3-star there. Then we're going to go to centers. Couple of 4-stars. We're in third. We'll just add those 2. So that wraps up offense. Very good offensive class. Now we're go defense. We only have 1 defensive end. Oh no, we have 2 defensive ends. It's Brandon Graham and Sergio Kindle. Doesn't look like we're on either of their lists. We are on this 4-star here. We're first. I'm going to just sort. Another 4-star. Okay, we'll call it right there. Then we go to D tackles. There's 2 really nice D tackles. We got Geno Atkins and Gerald McCoy. Once again, we're not really on their list. I thought this class, we really just got to win a natty, I think, to really get on people's boards. Linebackers, we only have 1. So we'll go outside first. Maybe go after the Schneider. We might be able to get in on him. He looks pretty good. That's kind of it for outsides. Maybe the Scott actually as well. We'll go Scott. Okay, then we're going to go middle. Brandon Spikes is the created guy. We're not on his list. Weaver, a 3rd-star. Mueller, we're kind of maybe in the running there. We'll go after him. Okay, then if we go in the secondary, we got corners. Vontae David, not on his list. The only 5-star corner. Oh my goodness. How are we doing so bad in corners? Gonna go after those guys just because we need some spots. We got no strong free safeties. We got 2 strong though. We'll go after Merrill. Go after strongs. We got Taylor Mays and Myron Roll. I'm actually surprised. I mean, they're not really from the South. But yeah, we're not on either of their list either. We'll go after this Perry, even though we're 5th, but might be able to get in the running with him. And then lastly, we're going to go to athletes. Usually we do pretty good with the athletes. It's got 4 stars and a 5-star. Might even add this other 4-star here. All right, so that's where our recruiting board sits. Not quite as good. I don't know. I don't know if I'm just getting overconfident on how good we should be doing beforehand. Coach stability and facilities should start getting upgraded, and then so facilities get upgraded by having more success on the field. So if we start winning a natty, that should get in the A's. And then coach stability, I mean, we're going to be around here for 16 years, so that should only improve, and that should help. Okay. Gonna go through our red shirts here. QB, we'll do this Witherspoon. Running back, we'll do Ray Rice this year. We're gonna let Willis and Frank Gore just tote the rock. Wide receiver, we got 299 seniors, a few juniors in behind him, then Darius Hayward Bay in the works. So Hayward Bay will probably be playing in the slot with these 2 next year. No, Henderson and Parrish just do work on the outside this year. Last year of Kellen Winslow, plus we got this Jaleel Skinner. sophomore in behind him. Good freshman coming in behind him as well. Two nice junior offensive linemen. Davin Joseph, one of our big recruits, our first year. So O-line looks really good. We can do this guy, might as well, whatever. D tackle, we'll do this freshman this year. We might as well give Cushing another year to little like settle in. Corner, we'll do this Waters. He's good freshman coming up. Stewart, we can sit for a year. We're gonna play Kenny Phillips, so we're not gonna sit him. We got a good kicker, got a good punter. So that's how our red shirts are looking. All right, so depth chart is fine. Gonna go to custom schedule. We're down to a C+ this year, so a bit easier of a schedule. Only 2 ranked teams early, like preseason ranked. Nobody till week 8 when we play UNC, and they're gonna be without Drake May now. So I'm kind of happy about it because we need an undefeated season here. This is our best team on paper, I think, bar none. This needs to be the year we put it all together. Okay, we're going to go through the preseason stuff. So we'll look at preseason polls. I'd imagine we're top 2 or 3. Okay, we're 4. So Alabama's an A+. USC is all the way down to a 93. We're A+. Georgia's A+. Ohio State's A+. Notre Dame's A+, who we play. UCLA looks pretty good. UNC took a step back. Wake took a step back in our conference. Michigan's a 97. Texas is a 99. Stanford a 95. Yeah, so that's kind of the big, looks like the big guns this year. Go to Heisman watch, and Jamarcus Russell is second behind Leon Washington. Oh, and Reggie Bush for UCLA. How's he been? 1,500 rushing yards and 17 touchdowns last year, along with 269 through the air. So Reggie, and they have a good 92 overall quarterback. So UCLA could do some damage this year on the West Coast. Preseason All-Americans. Jamarcus, first team All-American. Davin Joseph, first team All-American on offense. Will Fork and Cromartie on defense. So we got 4 first team. We got Cooper on offensive line on second team, and our punter, who's been All-American like every year as a punter. We're going to go look at some of the rosters and just kind of see who the really good teams we got to look out for. Look how many 99s we have. Like I said, this is our best team on paper. Plus we got a 99 QB. Like, this is our year. I think we got to get it done. Bama looks good. Yeah, really good, honestly. Wow. Very good. Tomba Ali, Leon Washington, Kendrick Law, Michael Griffin, Michael Bush, Lamar Woodley, Mario Williams. This team is loaded. They're going to play either Trey Sanders or this Larry Williams this year. Trey, 96 speed, is 99 awareness. So Trey probably is going to be really good for them this year. Yeah, Bama looks like, other than us, maybe the best team in the country. Baylor is in the top 10, or top 5. They have a cornerback, Reggie Bush. But I wouldn't expect them to stay there. Florida State in our conference, obviously, they got Devin Hester, good QB in Duffy. They also got Reggie Nelson at safety. They got Calvin Johnson at wide receiver. So their 2 wideouts are Calvin and Hester. That's pretty nasty. Georgia still going to be good, but not as good as Bama now at all. Bama looks much better. Cedric Ellis, Lorenzo Booker look good. Stockton's going to be a good QB for them. Like, they could beat Bama this year, but on paper they got Ted Ginn. On paper, Bama definitely looks better. LSU, not great right now. Michigan was like a 97. Dante Whitner, they look good, but not super worried about them. We'll look at Notre Dame because they were very highly ranked, 99 overall. They have a really good running back, and they're on our schedule this year. Nice middle linebacker. They got Reese Jones-Drew, Chris Marshall or Angeli at quarterback, a senior and a junior. Schroeder. So not a ton of like our created, the real players, Malcolm Jenkins, but they look pretty good. Bama looks better though for sure. Ohio State, Devin Brown at QB, Eric Winston. They have Adrian Peterson, Amari Cooper. Or no, that's Chad Cooper. Amari's a few years away. Robert Ayers. So they got some good players. Fred Davis. They're going to be very good. Penn State, I think, took a bit of a step back. Stanford was really high. Oh, look, they got Vince Young. I forgot about that. How was Vince last year? 179 rating, 44 touchdowns, 5 picks, 289, ran for 500 yards as well. So they have a backfield of Vince Young and Marshawn Lynch. So yeah, they could do some damage. Go down to Texas. Kyle Williams, Jadon Blue, LaRon Landry, Cameron Wimbley, Malik Murphy, Early Doucette, Zach Miller. Yeah, they are a good squad for sure. Look at USC. They're in the top 10, but I think, yeah, I don't think they're actually that good this year on paper. Who's their QB? They got this Marquise kid. They got Colt McCoy coming up in the wings. But yeah, I don't think we got to worry about SC, even though they're in the top 10 this year right now. Honestly, UCLA, did I go over them? UCLA, just Reggie Bush, 99 overall. They have a good QB. They might be able to do some damage, and that Stanford team looks pretty freaking nasty. So that's a good look, just like top QBs. Marcus Vick right now, Jamarcus Russell. Running backs, Leon Washington, we got 2. D'Angelo Williams, Reggie Bush. Wideouts, Hester, Roscoe Paris, Larry Fitzgerald at West Virginia. Hasn't been putting up stats, but Ben Ogumanu, Robert Meacham. So yeah, there's a ton of good players. That Bama looks like, other than us, the best team on paper to me, bar none. Okay, we're gonna go through the recruiting here. So I'm gonna do the thing again where I offer. So we're in 5th for Tebow. I'm just gonna offer to all the guys we're in 1st for and see if we get any auto commits. But it only works with guys who are in 1st. And honestly, there was a lot of guys we were not in 1st for that I was going after. So we get a good 4-star tight end. We get a guard, a 4-star guard. We get a 4-star D end. We get another 4-star D end. Okay, so we got four auto commits, all 4 stars. So that's a really good start. Okay, I'm going to start giving out some points, and I'll show you guys where we're sitting after. All right, so this is what our list is looking like. So Trent Williams and Percy Harvin, even though we're not really in position right here, they're my 2 number ones. I would love these 2. And then the other number 1 is either going to be whichever one of Jake Locker or Tim Tebow. So I'm going to offer to Tim. Honestly, I might even do this. I want to give 700 to Tim Tebow and just see if it's even worth going after him. If not, I'm just going to go all in on Jake Locker. Then we have a few offensive linemen we're going to go after, 4 of them. We already got 1, so even if I can get 2 of those, I'll be really happy. We have a few linebackers, a D tackle, and then just a bunch of DBs and some athletes. So that is kind of what our board is looking like. Obviously, after the first week, we will adjust and kind of go from there. Okay, so we do have a bye week this week as well. Okay, so that's interesting. We gained a bit on Trent. We gained a bit on Percy. We stayed in the lead very commandingly with Locker, but we actually jumped up with Tebow. So I'm going to kind of just stick with where we're at there. Offensive linemen, we actually jumped into lead on each of these guys. So I can offer scholarships. I was hoping one of them would commit. We fell out there, but we jumped to this guy. So maybe we'll give to Mueller. King, we'll give a little more. Okay, this DBs, we're falling way behind with these guys, and we need some DBs. So looks like I'm just going to go pretty heavy on both those 2. That's actually going to max us out. Okay, so we have our first game of the year, FCS. So we're going to advance through this FCS. Obviously, this should be like a 56-10 win. Second game of the year, we have San Diego State. Obviously, should be a big win, 63-17. Okay, we got 1 recruit ready to visit, Tim Tebow. Okay, we got 1-1 Pitt here. Duke, like, yeah, we just really don't have any tough games. Like, we cannot blow one of these easy games early in the year. I'm going to lose my mind if we do. Okay, so I haven't showed you guys recruiting in the last few weeks. We got 1 other athlete to commit. We're in the running for Trent. We're getting there with Percy. Locker, we're barely even going after him, and we're getting a huge lead. Tebow, we're right there. So I really don't want to pull the plug on any of these guys. These 3 offensive linemen we're doing well with. This outside linebacker, we're having to go pretty hard, and we're doing okay. Same with this defensive tackle. I probably got to give some more there. This free safety, we're fine. I had to go up to 700 to even get any gas going with him. This corner, I can steal a little bit because we had an 1,800 point lead. This athlete, a 5-star, we're doing very well. This athlete, I had to go all in to even get in the ballpark. And then we have a few other guys who are kind of just fill-in players. So we have some visits. Ooh, I think week 13 might be my big visit week this year. We got Tebow in that week as well. These late visits are good, but it's just always risky that these guys are going to commit before we actually get to the visit is what you really got to be careful of. But that is, yeah, so that's where we're kind of sitting in recruiting. We also have 5 guys already committed. We actually have some good commits. I think they're all 4-stars. 2 4-star DNs, a 4-star guard, a 4-star tight end, and a 4-star athlete. So some really good guys already, on board. Okay, 2-2 Duke. This should be another blowout. 42-0. Okay, another should be easy game versus Vautech. 42-16. That's going to put us at 5-0 to start the year. Okay, bye week. We're just going to quickly sim through. And then we have UNC, but UNC is not even ranked anymore. So this was supposed to be our first tough game on the schedule, but they lost Drake May. So that I could kind of see that coming where they could be taking a step back. Yeah, so UNC fell down to 2-3. They're still a 93 overall. That scares me. If we lose this game, oh my goodness, a 3. I don't know why. I just felt like that game was going to be close. A 3-point squeak out to a 2-3 team. That is one of those just kind of trap games. You come in, they lost Drake May. You think it's going to be an easy game, and oh, geez. So that puts us at 6-0. We got UVA this week. Oh, so Notre Dame is the number 2 team in the country. So that's our only ranked opponent we play. But FSU, Notre Dame, back-to-back weeks. Those are really going to be what makes or breaks this season. 52-7. That's going to put us at 7-0. We'll super sim the Florida State game, and then we'll check, top 25, all that good stuff. Just going to go through recruiting here. Trent Williams, there's a bunch of teams kind of all in the hunt. Same with Percy, there's 3 of us, Michigan, Notre Dame. Be interesting to see where. So he already visited Notre Dame. We're week 13 before Michigan. So we just basically got to get him to commit that day. We are going to get Jake Locker. Tim Tebow, we might not get, we might get. We're in the top 3. He already visited Illinois. He visits Georgia the week before us. So if he doesn't commit to Georgia the week before us, we got a shot. These 3 offensive linemen, we're doing well, but it's, it's still a toss up with a lot of them. This Schneider, I don't know if we'll be able to lock him in. Matt King, it's not looking good. I'm just trying to kind of hold serve there though. Jerome Merrill, we're just kind of doing well with these 2. Then the athletes, we got 2 athletes who are in the running for this. Michael Parrish, we've had to just go all in over and over. This guy, I actually should give more points to this guy. Like, I can basically take him from these 2. Like, these guys are all going to come. I really don't need to be giving them points. Even like Locker at this point, a 5,000 point lead. I don't see how anybody could get in on that. So yeah, that's where we're sitting. We still only have 5 recruits signed on the dotted line, but okay. So we got FSU this week. You know what? We're gonna hop in. They're 97 overall. They're not great, but they have talent. So we just got to be careful. Let's see what happens. So we're the 2nd highest. Wow, we are good this year. I told you this was our best team on paper. We're number 1 in scoring defense. We're 1st in points, 1st in yards. We are averaging less than 100 pass yards against per game. That is obscene. And then we're the second scoring, 2nd in yards, and they're nowhere near us. They got Devin Hester, Duffy, Reggie Nelson. We got Davin, Jamarcus, Vince Wilfork. We lost our 1 outside linebacker for the season. So here we go. Huge rivalry. We're somehow 6th in the country with the number 2 offense, number 1 defense. Okay, gonna go through the first quarter here. We got a 7-0 lead, 21-7. So we kind of had a really good first quarter there. We'll see though. 28-13, 28-20. Ooh, we got a late touchdown there. 35-20 lead at half. Go to the 4th. Yeah, they are keeping pace. So it's 49-34. This is a high scoring affair. 4th and 11, our football. 2nd and 4, 1st and 10. and a touchdown to Reed. So that should do it, but we'll see. Yeah, no, that's going to do it. We're going to score another one. Okay, we scored 62 so far. Holy, we score 70 points on Florida State on the road. Defense, probably their worst game statistically, but Jamarcus Russell, 458 yards and 7 touchdowns. This guy is incredible. Frank Gore had 142. Willis McGahee had 43. 2 touchdowns for Frank. Henderson had 123, 2 touchdowns. Reed had 33, 1 touchdown. Roscoe had 92 and 2 touchdowns. Kellen Winslow had 5 receptions for 23 yards, but 3 touchdowns. So my goodness, we put a bit of a beat down on Florida State. 70 points. Wow. And now we are going to have a top 5 matchup. We're 6 right now, but we'll probably jump to top 5, I'd imagine. But next week, basically 2 undefeated teams unless Notre Dame loses. And yeah, we'll see what happens. So we will advance to next week. Oh, so Notre Dame ended up losing last week. So they're 9-1. We jump into the top 5 though. So this is a very good Notre Dame team though. So we're going to hop in. We'll watch some of this one. Now, this is the hardest game on our schedule. They're the 3rd ranked offense. We jump up to number 1. We fall to number 3 points, but we're 1-3 in the country. They're 3rd in 25. They're top 3 right there. They have Maurice Jones-Drew, but he is out. Ooh, it's rainy here. Okay, we're going to go through the first quarter. Okay, 7-3 lead for us, but then they just score a touchdown first play of the second quarter. Okay, 17 all here. Yeah, 17 all at halftime. We're going to go to the 4th. Okay, we actually have a big 3rd and 6 here. 17 all in the 3rd quarter. We'll hop in here. So we got trips to the bottom. Jamarcus Russell in shotgun. Either Gore. I think that might be McGahee beside him, though. Okay, drops back. Plenty of time. Fires over the middle, and that should have been picked off. He was trying to go to Kellen Winslow. Only 205 and an interception for Jamarcus today. So his worst game of the year, it looks like so far. Oh, we get a safety there. Wow, okay. Gonna throw away. Oh my God. Okay, we got a big 3rd and 10 here. Trying to go up 2 scores. If we score touchdowns, that's a 2-possession lead in the 3rd, but we need to get this conversion obviously first. Motion Roscoe down. Setting up a little tunnel screen-ish type thing to Parrish, and we are going down. This Notre Dame defense is giving us trouble. That's the most career passing yards right there for Jamarcus Russell, and he's still got the rest of this year and next year if he doesn't leave early. So, okay, 26-17. We'll go next change of possession here. So they got the ball. They got a big 3rd and 10 here against our defense. So this is the time to get a stop. We do have a 2-possession lead. Get a stop here, go down and score. That'll basically ice it. Okay, drops back. Has a little floater over the middle that he's able to complete, and the guy's able to break like 3 tackles. Huge completion there. 22 yards, incomplete. Okay, we got a big 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line. We got big Vince Wilfork in the middle. They're in goal line. This is the time, Miami. Okay, handoff. Oh, you think he's got the edge? He does. Our edge defender gets blown up. They are down 3, so we'll see if they go for 1 or 2 here. But yeah, so they go for 1. There's down 2. Jamarcus for 23, 2-yard rush, 3rd and 18. Oh, if he could somehow convert this. Split back, so we're going to have McGahee and Gore on the field. Straight drop for Jamarcus. Throws a dot on the sideline. Caught for the first down by a yard for Reed. Wow. Oh my goodness, that was massive. That is huge. Now all of a sudden we're past midfield with a new set of downs. 1st and 10. Straight drop. Plenty of time. Fires out wide open over the middle, but we fumble. 3 turnovers on the day for us. 0 for Notre Dame. He was wide open. Fumbles. Drop. 1-yard rush. Here's a huge 3rd and 9. We cannot let them convert this. This is the play of the day right here after that fumble. Fires over the middle. We just need a tackle. Huge tackle right there. There's Wilfork celebrating in the middle of this Miami defense. That is massive. Now they have to punt the ball back. 8 yards for McGahee, 5-yard penalty on the defense. Reed for 20 yards. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. 3rd and 15. This is like just about outside field goal range as well. We're going empty here for Jamarcus. Does he have another huge play in his right arm? He's going to step, jack, drop. Okay, so that's at least going to be a pretty, chip shot field goal. So that'll put you up 5 if you make it with 3:55 left. So field goal, no good. McIntyre, incomplete. We got a 3rd and 3 right here. Oh my gosh, this has been a comedy of errors. 3 turnovers, miss a field goal. Oh, we need to stop. We need to stop. We need to stop. Wide open over the middle of the field. Okay. 5 yards. 1st and 10. -2. That's going to be 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7 outside of field goal range. Come on, defense. Let's go. Make a play. We're only rushing 3, and he's got literally an hour to throw. Finds a wide open player who drops it, but we get a flag. No way. Wow. Oh, they called it on them? Declined? I don't know what just happened there. I missed it. They might go for this. They are. I don't know what happened there, but now all of a sudden it's 4th and 7. They're down 2. I thought that was maybe PI on us. Was it PI? I don't know. They declined it for some reason. Got a drag, and we had the tackle. He breaks it. But I don't know what happened on that flag. I think the flag was kind of bullshit anyway. Oh, okay. 1st and 10. Skinner. 4-yard rush. McGahee. 3rd and 2. Notre Dame has 1 timeout. We need this conversion right here. 3rd and 2. We're passing. I would have ran the ball, but we get a nice little hitch, go down. No more fumbles, interceptions, turnovers. That should ice it. We should be able to just take some knees here. 9 yards, 5 yards, McGahee. There's a 13-yard touchdown. That is going to do it. We almost blew this one, but we're able to get it done. There it is. We get the ball back. Russell Neal, boom. There it is, undefeated season, still alive for the Canes. Willis McGahee, player of the game, 270 total yards. Great game for him, obviously. Oh, we needed that one, boys. We beat Notre Dame. That is our tough game on the schedule. We beat Florida State, Notre Dame back-to-back weeks. Those were our 2 really tough games. Now we just can't have any hiccups till the ACC championship game. We look at player stats. Russell had his worst game, but still 377. McGahee was incredible today, 206. Reed had 102. There we go. Okay, we're going to advance weeks. We got Tech, Maryland, and Appalachian State left. If we lose one of these games, I'm going to lose my freaking mind. Okay, we're going to go through Notre Dame. Now, I keep forgetting, I want to look at the top 25, look at our stats so far for the year as well. So if we look at the top 25, there's still 4 unbeatens and all in different conferences. I would imagine South Carolina is going to lose at some point. Like, I don't know if they have to play. They play Texas A&M. Okay, yeah. Okay, weird. So they beat Georgia early in the year. So they still play some tough-ass teams. So yeah, okay. So these two play each other still. Ohio State still has to play Michigan plus the championship game. We have probably the easiest schedule left. South Carolina or A&M will probably have to play Bama in the SEC championship game as well. Who did Bama lose to? I'm shocked they lost the game. Oh, they lost to A&M. So A&M beat some good teams, beat Bama, beat Auburn. Yeah, these two play each other this week, so we should jump into the top 3. Heisman watch. Marcus Vick. 2,700 yards, 26 touchdowns, 300 a game. He's also ran for 54 a game. I'm surprised Jamarcus isn't even on the Heisman watch. Let's look at season stats. So Jamarcus 5th in the country in passing. 202 rating, 27 touchdowns, 3 picks, 2,700 yards for 300 a game. He's also average. Yeah, he doesn't run like a ton, 28 a game. McGahee and Gore basically just splitting carries right down the middle. Both had about 80 yards a game. Receiving, Roscoe Parrish, Henderson are 1 and 2. Henderson actually is a little bit bigger of a play threat. 70 yards per game. We don't really have that one guy we go to a ton. Winslow we're barely using this year. and he's a 99 senior. That's kind of surprising. Skinner's actually getting more run. But we just kind of have an embarrassment of riches as far as just options on offense. McIntosh, Will Fork, tackles for loss, Kelly, Cyrus Moss, Will Fork, Chris Long. Sacks, that's what we're rocking with right there. INTs, Antonio Cromartie, Kenny Phillips. Pass deflections, Cromartie's having a good year. Joe Russell has a defensive touchdown. Kick returns, McGahee and Gore are 2 kick returners, punt returners as well. If you look at team stats, we are 3rd in total offense, 2nd in points. And if we go to defense, we are 4th in total defense and 3rd in points. So we're a very good team. Where's Bama? Yeah, so Bama's also really good defensively, but they're still very good offensively, but more like 7 or 8. So that is where we're sitting right now, guys. Okay, so we got Tech. No hiccups. 49-17. Get it done. We need this undefeated season. Okay, so we lock in Jake Locker, but Tebow goes to Florida or Georgia. So we lose out on Tebow, but we do get Jake Locker, who will probably be our next quarterback of the future. I would have loved Tebow, but it is what it is. So now it's getting to kind of nut up or shut up time with a lot of the recruits. Oh, we lost this Schneider as well. So we still have a chance to have a good recruiting class. We got to get one of Percy or Trent, I feel like. I don't think we have a shot at Trent. I think they're both in for visits this week. We have a bunch of guys in for this week, so we need to get at least 4 or 5 guys right now, and obviously win. So we win. Come on, give me Percy right now, and like 3 or 4 other guys. Oh, we don't get Percy. We only get 2 recruits. So that puts us 130 behind Georgia. We're ahead of Michigan. We're ahead there. We're ahead there. But if all these guys go to the off season, I'm just not going to have enough points to spend, you know? That is our issue. We need these guys to sign before. Yeah, and they were all visits last week. Oh, we need, yeah, I don't know. We're kind of in a tough spot. Okay, let's beat App State 52-7. That gives us our first undefeated regular season since season 2. Where once again, guys, let me know in the comments if you think I should count that as a split natty. Season 2, we went 14-0, never lost, but you know, it is what it is. There was 3 undefeated teams. They didn't pick us to make the natty. Man, this is tough. The amount of guys we're gonna have to try to give points to in the off season. It's just not even like viable. I need some of these guys to sign before the year's done. Even sign with other people, just so I'm not like, who do I give points to? Like, if I go into the offseason 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like main targets, how do I divvy up my points? So I hope a few guys sign this week in this bye week. Come on, give me like one of those guys, and even someone else sign somewhere. We had no. Damn. So if we look at our final recruiting, we have 12 scholarships remaining. We still have Trent, Percy, Greg Brown, Nate King, this athlete, and then a bunch of like depth guys who a lot of those guys I think will sign, and I'm not going to have to give them points, luckily. And like our class is good, but I honestly might just go all in on Trent and Percy and maybe this athlete, a 5-star athlete, and then just say screw it to the rest and just let the chips fall. But we have number 17 Clemson. They're a 95 overall in the ACC championship game. We'll check some of this out. We'll go through it quick because hopefully we're going to watch a natty next week. So we're first in O, second in D. They're 8th and 4th. So they're actually a pretty good team. Russell, Cromartie. I don't really know any of their guys. We lost our guard, but we knew about that offensive lineman already. So 17-2. We'll have to look after this game, actually, I don't know how many undefeated teams and stuff there are left as well. Yeah, gonna go through the first, hop out to a 7-0 lead. Okay, 14-7, there we go. Okay, 24-13 at half. Let's go to the third quarter, or to the fourth quarter. 31-20, and we are driving. We got a 3rd and 4 right here. Orange and white versus orange and white. Clemson versus Miami. We're going to do a little screen to Gore, get it out to him. He's actually going to get tackled short, though. Oh, yeah, this is Marcus Vick at the helm here. We're going to watch this defensive play. 3rd and 11, Marcus Vick as a senior right now in at quarterback. Going to motion the tight end across. Looks like we might be bringing a little pressure action here. Oh my God, we rushed 3 and he is all freaking day. He's going to go up over the top into coverage. Another flag. Who is this on? Pass interference on who? On the receiver. Okay, we're going to decline it. I don't know why I'm getting all these offensive pass interferences now. Weird. Okay, we're going to sim. Yeah. Next change. Ooh, they actually stop us. And they actually go down and score. So they're now down 3 with 3:42 left. 5-yard rush, 6-yard rush, 4-yard rush, 7-yard rush. Gore was killing it. 3-yard rush, 7-yard rush. Russell to Gore, 5-yard rush, 3rd and goal. They have no timeouts. Like, we should be just chewing this clock. This game is over. Yeah, if we don't score here, I'm gonna just take a knee. So that is gonna book our shot here. Gonna hand off to Gore, get in right there, put a little cherry on top, get another ACC championship. So that's gonna be our 5th ACC championship in a row. Should punch our ticket to the Natty. Obviously, I'm gonna have to just do a little, you know, you never know if there's a bunch of undefeated teams. Obviously, weird shit can happen, and we honestly didn't play a very tough schedule this year. Jamarcus, 315 and an INT. Gore killed it. 161, 4 touchdowns. Receiving it was Roscoe, kind of led the way with 121. So we get the win. That's only our 2nd ranked win on the year. We had such just kind of a cupcake schedule. That's kind of ACC football sometimes, though. 5th ACC championship in a row. Okay, so I want to look at the top 25 here. Okay, so us and A&M are the only undefeated teams. They're playing South Carolina again, who they just beat by 7 a week ago. So no matter what, we are in. There's no shot at we are not. We punched our ticket. It's just if we play A&M or someone else. So Jamarcus ends up 3rd in the Heisman this year, but he is back, so you never know. So we're going to play number 2 South Carolina, who ended up beating A&M. So actually, I want to go look at their roster because that is not a team we looked at preseason. They have a good senior quarterback, a couple of nice wide receivers, but we are much more talented on paper. This should be a bit of a blowout, in my humble opinion, but obviously we will see. We're going to hop into this one again. So we're now 1st and O, 2nd and D. They're really good offensively, not great defensively. Like, we're averaging, 70 yards less a game. Like, we're just much, much better. Oh, here it is. National championship. Let's freaking go. This, like I keep saying, let me know in the comments, guys. Should I count that first one? I might, just to, I don't know. This would give us 2 in 5 years. And we need 7 and 16 we need 6 and 16 to just kind of accomplish our goal. 7 to really do it. Okay, we're going to go through the first quarter. Okay, we got a 0-0 tie, and we actually kick a field goal here. I didn't even mean to watch this kickoff, but so yeah, 3-0 lead us. So it is a close game right now. They return it, and we get the tackle. And for how good both these offenses are, this is very low scoring. Okay, we're going to go till halftime here. Okay, it is 12-10. Very low scoring. They got the ball. They're punting the ball to us. Frank Gore, Kellen Winslow, Frank Gore, Skinner, Henderson, Reed. We are just slowly moving this ball down the field. We got a 2nd and goal right here. So we're up 2. Obviously, a touchdown makes it a 2-score game. We would be up 9. Gonna hand it off to Frank Gore here, who gets stuffed. I mean, 5 points is good because now you're above a field goal, obviously. But you want to score here. You want that 7. Frank's got getting held to 3.9 yards per carry. He looks tired right here. I hope we're trying to pass this rock. Jamarcus drops back. Plenty of time, fires it out to Gore in the flats, but he is going to get tackled short. Big stop for this South Carolina defense. 4th and goal. We kick our field goal. Let's see what they got. They drive right down and score, and they are now up. Huge 3rd and 7 here. We are stuck a point in the 3rd quarter. We would be huge favorites in this game. 3 of 8 on 3rd down. We need Jamarcus to make a play. Big blitz pickup. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Jamarcus Russell. Frank Gore comes across, huge blitz pickup. Jamarcus falling backwards, fade away, 40-yard dot, passes his old school record for passing yards. EJ Henderson, our 99 wide receiver, gets into the end zone. That is Jamarcus. That play will go down as Jamarcus's probably best play of his career. Fade away, and that shows the arm strength he has to put that in there, the size, strength to stay in the pocket if we win. And there it is. South Carolina fumbles. We pick it up inside their goal, inside the red zone. We score a Roscoe Paris touchdown, and all of a sudden this game completely flips on its head. End of third quarter. They are driving though, but they're taking a ton of clock to do it. They do score, but we are up 7, 6:30 left. A drive here, even a field goal probably ices it. Okay, we have a huge 3rd and 6. So Jamarcus, huge play last time we walked. Let's see what he does here. Shotgun, drops back, fires it. Oh, he's just short. 4th and inches. I'm taking over. We're going for it. This is really the only time I do this is when I don't want to punt it on 4th down. Because once again, I don't really have control unless I obviously take over. So we're going to call stick. My trusty 3rd down play. We got Winslow, Reed, Skinner on this little sit route. We got, Skinner right there. Our 99 tight end to go along with Winslow. There we go. We get the huge 4th and inches conversion. Okay, let's keep it rocking. 16 yards for Gore, and that's gonna do it most likely. We go up 2 scores in the 4th quarter. Once again, they score. Oh my god, they scored quick. A 56-yard touchdown, and now all of a sudden we got to keep playing. Here's another huge 3rd and 2. Jamarcus has 387 and 3 touchdowns. We got trips to the bottom of the screen. 2:48 left. They're bringing some pressure. Huge. Oh, he's got a rocket arm. Just fires that in there. Emmanuel Henderson, 92 yards. We're doing hurry up, which I don't love. But Jamarcus, 451 now. Whew. His rocket right arm. What a pickup he was. Okay, and we still have him next year. He's going up over the top, and that is going to do it. Emmanuel Henderson. 50-yard touchdown up over the top. Jamarcus Russell. That's going to put him over 500 passing yards on the day. Holy Jamarcus. New touchdown record. This kid is a dynamo. We are kind of rewriting the record book with Jamarcus. He had all the talent in the world, went 1st overall, and is widely considered the biggest bust in NFL history. Went to LSU, obviously, and we are rewriting history right now with him. We score again. That is going to basically do it. They're going to maybe score a late touchdown there, but yeah, it is over. Jamarcus Russell knee, and that is it. We are our first undisputed national championship. That is it. You know, that is what we wanted. So that gets us at 14-0, win in Natty. And Jamarcus Russell, this guy is doing some things. 501, 4 touchdowns in the national championship. Frank Gore 111 in his last game. EJ Henderson was crazy. 142 in his last game, 100 in his last game for Roscoe. We have this is a big class we are losing this year with McGahee and Winslow and Gore and a lot of guys. You know, this was kind of their send off. Okay, so we're going to sim through this week. Going to look at the final stats, all Americans, all that good stuff. So Frank Gore, most rushing yards in school history. Willis McGahee, most touchdowns in a career. Jamarcus Russell beats his own record for passing yards. He now has by far the most passing yards in school history, and he's back next year. Most likely Jamarcus Russell passing touchdowns, school career touchdowns. Henderson, most yards in a season. Roscoe Parrish, most yards in a career. So we'll look at the All-Americans here. Weigman. We got 2 on O-line, 2 on D-line. Should add more. Kelly and Brooks. We should have more freaking All-Americans. We got Jamarcus, another O-lineman, McIntosh, and Young. at corner. Jacob Young. Freshman, I don't know how many. We got a guard and Kenny Phillips, who played a ton, actually, so that makes sense. Okay, look at the final stats. Jamarcus ends up leading the country in passing with 4,500 yards, 205 rating, 43 touchdowns, only 5 picks, and he is back. Frank Gore and Willis McGahee, their last, final sends-off for their career. They were on just amazing 1-2 punch for us. We lose Parrish and Emmanuel Henderson as well, so we lose 6 99s. We had 299 receivers, 299 running backs, and 299 tight ends, all seniors, all gone. But we have a lot of good guys coming up, so I'm not too worried about it. But this was the year we had to win. This was our best team on paper by far so far. Here we are with tackles, TFLs, Kelly, Moss, Brooks, sacks. This is Will Fork's last game. Cromartie's back though. Especially on offense, this is where we lost a ton. Look at team stats, just final. We had number 1 offense, number 1 points per game. Defensively, we've probably fell off because we allowed some points. So we were still 3rd in points. We fell off a bit in yards. Okay. So that is going to put us to the off season. Bunch of battles here. We are going to sign on the dotted line. Look at that. We are 66-4 so far. So yeah, we are off to a great start, obviously. Okay, we're going to go to players leaving. Hopefully there's no one really good. Usually you're able to convince guys to come back for their senior year. It's really not that hard. So, but you never know. No, it's just, we do not want to lose Stewart. Dude, you're going to be our starter this year. Bro, I don't love that. Damn. But we have no one leaving early. If you just go by, look at all the 99s. Gore, Parrish, Winslow, Joseph, Vince Wilfork, Skinner, McGahee, and McIntosh. I forgot McIntosh. And Emmanuel Henderson. Like, so much talent. We lost a ton next year. So I don't know. We'll have to see if we're able to keep it up next. We're still going to be really good. If we lose more than a game, I'll be pissed, but no transfer requests. Okay, so it says we're not in a recruiting battle to get Trent Williams. Oh, but we're first. That doesn't make sense. So all these guys are basically, I'm not going to give any. We got to offer scholarships. I would have liked one of these two, but I think I'm just going to go all in basically on Trent, Percy, and a bit to that Cedric Thompson. So if I went 6,000 at Trent, 6,000 at Percy, that would leave me 3,000 for Cedric Thompson and then just hope and pray for the rest. Let's just see what. I don't remember where we were with Cedric. So we're 775 behind Michigan. Like, stay in the state of, he's from Virginia. I was thinking Percy's from Florida for some reason, but I think it's obviously because he played at Florida. He is from Virginia, so that makes a little more sense. We are trying to get 2 out-of-state guys to come. And then Cedric, just go 3,000 to him and just say screw it to everyone else and hope. Even 3,000 to him might not do it. A 5-star that we're fighting over with Ohio State. If I lose out on both Percy and Trent, I'm going to be so pissed. If I don't at least get one of them, if I get both, I don't even care about everything else. Percy, we lost Trent. Okay, but we get Percy and Cedric, Anthony Harris, and okay. If we would have got Trent, we only signed 19, so that might not give us the number 1 class. No, we get the number 2 class behind Georgia. They had 5 stars. I got Tebow, Andre Smith, Brandon Spikes, Myron Roll, CJ Spiller. Woo! They were cooking. They were absolutely cooking. So far in recruiting, we went number 2, number 23, number 1, number 1. Georgia cooking. If we got Trent, that class would have been so good for us. But so that puts us number 2. Man, Trent. We needed O-line too, but hey, we got Percy. Lord have mercy, we got Percy. So I wanted Percy and Tim Tebow. We got Jake Locker and Percy, which is basically the poor man's Tim Tebow. So I'm happy with that class. Let's go to position changes. I wanted to see where everyone went. That's my bad. So Cedric, this is the other guy. So if I wouldn't have got this guy, I probably could have went more in. Well, I could have went more in on Trent and guaranteed we got him. But this is a good player, and it looks like he's going to be a very good defensive back, which is something we need. But do we need a safety? Or let's see what this Robert Bush. Oh, he wants to play DB too. Okay, well, let's make him a safety. We'll make him a corner. That makes me very happy. And then we got this Dustin Johnson, who actually looks pretty good as well, who can play DB or wide out. Yeah, let's see our wide receivers. We have a lot of good wideouts. So we're actually going to play both those guys. Yeah, we actually have a lot of safeties. So, and then we can play this Dustin Johnson at safety as well. So yeah, we have some good players in the secondary coming up as well. Okay, I'm just going to go through position changes, see if there's anything big. Oh man, I wish I would have went harder on Trent. We need O-line. We really need O-line. All right, boys, so that is where we are going to wrap up this video. That's going to put us through 5 seasons. We are going to be starting season number 6 in the next upcoming video. So be on the lookout for that. That should be dropping next week. Let me know how you guys are enjoying this. Let me know some other teams you want to see me do this challenge with in the future. Let me know also about that, you know, season number 2, if I should count that natty. And if you guys want to see the exact same kind of scenario I already did, but with the Alabama Crimson Tide starting in 2008, then you can check out that video right here. One of these 2 ways.